past is the past, you know? It's a new day, bro. My day. You gotta do it now.
Gotta stay on my grind, cause it's my time. My time, my time. If you with me, let me listen.
This is what we've been waiting for right here, y'all. This moment right here. It's my time. Come on. No, so.
It's my time.
Let's get to it. Who we got in the building? Who do we got in the building? DB, South Central up in here. Josh Harris, what it do? I am the one who knocks. Salute. King Devani in the building. D McGee, what it do? Bruce Goes, my brother. My brother Five in the building. D McGee, what up? Mr. Shelton, what up? Phil J, Picasso, Reggie Cheese, my homie Duke, the Queen, Pink Meadows, Ghetto Love, what's poppin'? Kevin Dunbar in the building. Akado, what's poppin', family? Ronnie L. Brown, salute, family. Leon Robinson, my brother. Jamal 3224. My Stormy B man in the building. Daniel Mitchell, what up? Damian Foster. My homie Shimran Brodox. X, what it do? That shit jumped on me. Hold up, y'all. I gotta scroll back up. Oh, there we go. Introducing 5-1 Treason. Jay Lee. My brother Mark Wonderland. Patrick Wynn in the building. Phil J, Lonnie DiCarlo, Meteor in the building, D-Man Jr., Reggie the Tree, what's poppin', King? Keon Perry, salute. David Hyde in the building. The Queen, Kwee, in the building. The Goddess, Ashley's Corner, gonna slay through. All quiet and shit, knowing good and damn well I'm looking for you. Bert, what it do? Ill Will in the building. My homie, Lord Sweat Real, be more, stand up. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. Stevie Young, salute. The Dazzling Urbanite in the building. Brian S. Oh, I know I missed somebody. Mr. Monk, salute. This shit jumping all over the place, bro. So I know I missed somebody. If I missed you, my bad, bro. If I missed you. But let's get to this work, y'all. Let's get to this here with Dirk. Let's get to this work. So, what I keep hearing over and over and over again, bro, over and over, the same shit. No excuses, no excuses, no excuses, no excuses, over and over and over again. That's all I ever hear. No excuse here, no excuse here. Oh, this guy needs to do this, no excuse. That guy needs to do that, no excuse. This guy, no excuse. Okay. All right. D Bevel the champ in that Cash App, salute, King. So what we're going to do, because yesterday I didn't get an opportunity to do what I wanted to do. You know, because the Bud protects Dark Truth, salute. The Bud protectors, they just swung on in. Dun, 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 dun. Niggas ran through the door. As soon as I mentioned Terrence Bud Crawford, they kicked the door down. Boom! Ran the door. Motherfucking swords in hand and shit. Niggas was ready, bro. Dun, 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 dun. Chest all poked out. Niggas was like, no, BFTB. No, you will not talk about Bud Crawford. No, BFTB. Ratchet was popping. 817 in the building. Salute. As soon as I mentioned this nigga, I'm like, bro, listen, bro. There is other fighters in the world. The second I mentioned Terrence Bud Crawford, dun, 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 niggas just bust in tough as a bitch. King Vonnie was popping. Goods and media, salute. I'll be like, yo, bro, Jupiter B, what up? Like, damn, bro. But okay. See, now y'all that dude, salute. Y'all make these things now. Y'all do this. No excuses is what y'all say. Fine. We'll get into it. No excuses. All right. M Stack in the building. Salute. Boxing and BBQ, what up? Yeah, them niggas come in like Thundercats, bro. I'm telling you, bro, them niggas form like Voltron on me, fast as a motherfucker. Motherfuckers form like Voltron, fast as fuck, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. Where was all this sensitivity when I was going in on EJ? Because I damn sure did. El Jefe swung through the building. He was debating me. He didn't have all this weird ass shit. A whole bunch of niggas came through debating me when I was going in on EJ. They didn't have this weird ass energy, this fucking weird. I don't even understand it, bro. None of them niggas wanted to fight me. None of them, not one. Adrian Vett, salute. B&B Boxing, salute. Derlin James was popping. But I mentioned Bud Crawford. Niggas want to fight me instantly. Niggas want to know. Well, first off, y'all know where I live at. So all that rah-rah tough guy shit y'all talking, y'all can just forget about that. If y'all haven't noticed, you don't hear niggas talking about, oh, well, BFTB, where's your address? Because you already know where I live at. So y'all just remove that off the rip already. Because you ain't going to do shit. And we already know that. They done got rid of that. Oh, well, don't let me find out where you live at. Whatever. MZ Talks Boxing, salute. Bobby Callens was popping. But now niggas just get like real sensitive, bro. Like, bro, I've never once said Terrence Bud Crawford is a bum. He's garbage. I've never said that. Never. I've never said I hate Bud Crawford. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I've never said that. Never. R.S. Cooper, salute. Big homie from the coup. Never said that. But yet you would think, the way these niggas be coming in here defending this nigga, you would think that I said fuck this nigga's mom, his sisters, his family. I want to beat his ass. If I ever see him, I'm going to hit him with a bat. I'm kicking his dog. I'm frying his fish. Like, you would think that I just went in on some weird shit on this nigga. All I've ever asked is for him to fight someone. That's all I've ever asked. I've never said anything negative about this dude. But the excuse they continue to use. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. Gravy David was popping. My brother C Breezy in the building. No excuses. Oh, EJ needs to fight Terrence Bud Crawford next. No excuses. That's it. No excuses. The historian then slid through the building. Curtis Anderson. Salute to the historian. So we'll go through this then. The OG Donald Grant was popping. Michael James in the building. We'll go through it. Let's go through it. Let's just go through it. Mike G, salute. Ill Will, what it do? Bruce Horace, what's popping, family? No excuses. No excuses. You see what's on the screen. You see it. These are the only fighters that matter in their divisions. Respectively. Mr. Fist, salute. Respectively. Now, there is some that have a kink to it. Mr. Strong Black Man, salute. There are some that have a kink to it. But for the most part, these are the only guys that matter in their divisions. They're the top dudes. They are the dudes that matter. respectively. There is some kinks. I know y'all see some people on here. You're going to be like, whoa, Bftb, whoa. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. And let's start him out. Let's start it out immediately. Let's start it out immediately. No excuses, okay? No excuses. Vasyl Lomachenko, you must fight Tank Davis or Devin Haney next. No excuses. Cesarian Hill, salute. No excuses. Zero. You must fight Tank Davis or Devin Haney next. No excuses. Because EJ's got to fight. Oh no, EJ, you got to fight. You got to fight Terrence Bud Crawford next. No excuses. You got to fight him. Okay, I want this same energy. I want this same energy. Blair Tibbs, salute. I want the same energy. Same energy. Don't run in here. Sid Ali, salute. Jay Rest was popping. Don't run to me talking about Lomachenko can fight anybody he wants. Oh, no, Lomachenko's fighting Lee Selby. Fuck Lee Selby. Don't run in here talking about, oh, well, now it's time for him to fight Ryan Garcia. Fuck Ryan Garcia. He don't got no belt. Lomachenko needs to fight Tank Davis or he needs to fight Devin Haney. Next. No excuses. Taiwan Savage, salute. No excuses. No excuses. Zero. Zero. But while Vasyl Lomachenko is fighting Teofimo Lopez, Tank Davis is fighting fucking Leo Santa Cruz. Mr. De Niro, salute. Who the fuck is Lee Selby fighting? Well, let's just look. I'm just curious. I'm just curious now. Because these are box rec records. These ain't my records. My brother Tunnel Vision in the building, salute. Oh, we're going to get to a tunnel. Oh, we're going to get to it. Mass murder in the building, salute. We're going to get to it. Don't worry, we're going to get to it. We definitely going to get to it. I'm not letting nobody see me until I go over this, because that's what they did yesterday. Thomas Moreland, salute. That's what they did yesterday. They bum rushed the scene. Okay, let's look at C-Cut. What's popping? Let's look at Lee Selby. There's Lee Selby right there. Now, y'all saw Lee Selby. All right, Teofimo is fighting Lomachenko. 1 and 2 is out. Tank Davis is fighting, what's his name? Leo Santa Cruz. He's not out. He's out. Okay, there's Lee Selby. Who the fuck is Lee Selby fighting? Let's just look. George of the Jungle. Whoever the fuck this nigga is. In Cardiff. So where is all this weird fucking energy? Oh my God. Oh, he doesn't have to do anything. Why isn't this guy fighting him? Why isn't he in top 5? Last I checked, let me go to it. Let's see if I see George of the Jungle in this bitch anywhere. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So number 4, Lee Selby. Why isn't Lee Selby trying to fight Devin Haney? Why isn't Lee Selby trying to fight Richard Commey? Why isn't Lee Selby trying to fight Jorge Linares? Why isn't he trying to fight one of those guys? Don't y'all want the best to fight the best? Oh, no. I get it. You only want Errol and Bud. I understand. Don't come running to me talking about, oh, I'm a boxing fan. I've been watching boxing since 1919, and I want the best to fight the best, and EJ is ducking, and blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of my face. Fuck out of my face. This nigga Lee Selby is not fighting no one in the top 10. Vasyl Lomachenko's out. Teofimo's out. Tank is out. Why isn't Lee Selby? Where's Lee Selby at? Where is Lee Selby saying, fuck that, I want all the smoke. Devin Haney, I'll beat your ass. Where's Lee Selby at? He's ranked higher than Devin Haney. I don't know how the fuck Lee Selby is ranked higher than the WBC champion. I don't understand that, but he is. But he is. BG London, what up? I don't understand. So he says the Welsh Mayweather. I'm not sure what the Welsh Mayweather is scared of, because the Welsh Mayweather, the Dazzling Urbanite, salute, the Welsh Mayweather hasn't even mentioned his protege, Devin Haney. Hasn't mentioned his name not one time. This motherfucker is A-OK, letting everybody talk about Teofimo Lopez and fucking Lomachenko. He's A-OK. A-OK. Fuck it. Teofimo, listen, I'll let Teofimo Lopez and Vasil Lomachenko do all the talking, and I'll just hide under this motherfucker right here and just hide out. I'll just hide out right here. Let these motherfuckers talk. Ain't nobody talking about me. I'm ranked number 4. So, you know, I might be able to slide in and get my ass beat by Lomachenko so Lomachenko can duck, he can duck fucking Devin Haney, the WBC champion. He can duck Tank Davis, which would be a unification of the WBA belts. Oh, he can duck those. And maybe I can slide my way in, Lee Selby, slide my way in. So Bob Arum says, oh God, Lee Selby's ranked number 4. He's such a tough competition. And you know, we'll go on over. These are Box Regs rankings, Skinny Kenny. Well, you know, we'll swing on over to the UK and fight Lee Selby. That's a good fight. Lee Selby's the Welsh Mayweather. We'll go on over and we're willing to travel. Of course you will. Of course you will. This is Lee Selby, a fucking bum. Of course you will. Of course. You'll fight this man in his mother's bedroom because he's a fucking bum. And Teofimo will destroy this man. Lomachenko destroy this man. Tank Davis destroy this man. Devin Haney destroy this man. Craig J, what's popping? This is, we know this, bro. We know this. But yet, that's what Bob will say. And then niggas will be like, well, come on, Bftb. Lee Selby's ranked so high. Because after the winner of Teofimo and Lopez, which Teofimo and Vasil, which I believe is going to be Teofimo, but let's just say it's Loma. Let's just say it's Loma for the sake of this debate. If it's Lomachenko, that means Teofimo is no longer in the rankings lower down. Teofimo will drop. Teofimo or Vasil, whoever loses. But I'm for the sake of this debate, I'm going to say Teofimo is going to lose. He'll drop. That means Tank will move up to number 2 because he's going to destroy Leo Santa Cruz. And Lee Selby will move up to number 3. So he's fighting the number 3, Jerome King, salute, the number 3 ranked fighter in his division. Who is going to shit on him for fighting the number 3 guy? But again, no excuses. Vasil Lomachenko, you fight Tank Davis next. No excuses. No excuses. You fight Tank Davis next. No excuses. See how ironic it is when it comes to Vasil and Tank Davis? It's Tank's fault. How ironic. Although Tank said it's time. 2 fights ago. 2 fights ago, Tank Davis said it's time. 2 fights ago. Where was all this rah-rah tough guy shit from Lomachenko? I'm just asking. Just asking. Because Lomachenko didn't even mention Tank Davis's name until he had a fight signed. Facts. That is not a debate. Facts. Battle ready, salute. Facts. That's not a debate, y'all. That is not a debate. Not a debate. That's not a debate. It is a factual statement that when Tank Davis moved to 35 and said, I'm ready, it's time, Lomachenko said nothing until he signed to fight. Facts. Non-debatable. That's non-debatable. Non-debatable. But before he had a fight signed, he said nothing. Didn't say a fucking thing. Now, if this is the fight you want, this is the fight you want now. Oh, I want this fight. I want it. Oh, hey, Floyd, I fight. No, not you, be honor, but I want fight Tank. I want fight Tank. Okay, the man said it's time. It's time. That's what he said. So why wasn't you all over that? If you want it, why didn't you go get it? Notice how no one said nothing. Notice how when Tank said it's time, Notice Lomachenko and no one else said nothing. And then the people that were talking about it, they were saying, oh, well, Tank can't beat Lomachenko. Tank can't beat Loma. Tank can't beat him. Tank gets destroyed. He gets washed. He quits. Where was the contract or the offer sent? I know we don't want to talk about that. I know, John Lejeune, salute. I know we don't want to talk about that. I know. That is not what we want to talk about. What we want to talk about is Tank's scared and Tank's ducking and Tank's been ducking and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. And yes, he did duck. But when he moved to 135, where was all of this motherfucking energy that they had when he was in the lower weight classes? Anybody? Does anybody want to talk about that? It's just a question. It's just a question. Does anybody want to talk about when Tank Davis moved to 35 before he fought anybody at 35? Before he fought him, he said, it's time. That's what he said at 35. It's time. So the guy who was supposedly chasing him, Lomachenko, who had no fight, didn't have no fight at all. None. Then he mysteriously bypassed the Tank Davis saying it's time and fought Luke fucking Skywalker. They completely changed the narrative. They completely changed it because when Tank Davis was at the lower weight classes and when he didn't have a belt, I was saying, why doesn't Lomachenko just fight the other guys, beat the other guys who have the belts and become undisputed at 130? Why doesn't Lomachenko just do that? Why is he trying to fight Tank Davis? Tank don't have a belt. He lost his belt on the scale. He don't have a belt. Or he gave up his belt. Whatever. I forget what the scenario was at that time, but he didn't have a belt. Loma did have a belt. And niggas was telling me, oh, come on, Bftb. Everybody knows that Tank Davis is the biggest draw at 130. Everybody knows this. And Lomachenko wants to fight the guy with the biggest draw. He's one of the top guys. Okay, but he don't have a belt, though. He don't have a belt. How ironic. Now, all of a sudden, Bud Crawford only wants the belts. How ironic. How ironic. They're promoted by the same people. How ironic that now Lomachenko, now at a weight class that Bob Arum always says, well, you know, Lomachenko, he's really a 126-pounder. There's no way Lomachenko can move to 140. He's pressing it at 135. He's really a 126 fighter. There's no way. Then why in the fuck didn't he become undisputed at any one of those weight classes? But y'all don't want to talk to me, though. I understand. I totally understand. Y'all don't want to talk to me. So he's really a 126 or a 130-pound fighter. Really, that's what he is. So after this, he's going to move down. So why didn't you become undisputed when you was in your natural weight classes? But of course, don't nobody want to talk about that. Of course. No. That's not a good conversation. This is Lomachenko. Asante L was popping, God. Jeff, the producer in the building. This is Lomachenko, the greatest fighter since Sugar Ray Robinson. Lomachenko. So you can move up to a weight class that's not your normal weight to become undisputed. But you can't become undisputed in your own weight class. In your own weight class. I get it. Totally understand. This is not what y'all want to talk about. But see, you motherfuckers keep running to me on this weird ass shit. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses, Bftb. No excuses. Fine. Fine. No problem. Fine. My big brother CB in the building. Salute. Fine. No problem at all. Make sure you keep the same energy across the board. Angel Rivera, salute. Because if you are not consistent, that is why you can't fuck with me. Because I am consistent. I don't tell you one day, boxing is a business. And then the next day, this guy's ducking because of this and he's ducking. Yeah, forget all about the money. Forget the money. Just worry about, do you want to see the fight? Do you want to see the fight? Then the next day, boxing is a business. Fuck out of my face. It's either a business or it isn't. One of the two. You're not going to tell me that boxing is a business when it suits your narrative, and then boxing isn't a business when it doesn't. That's what you're not going to do. My brother Cam so smooth, salute. I definitely respect each weight class rankings, King. Salute. Now let's keep going through this. Let's keep going. Big homie from the coop was popping. Let's keep going. Now you see where everybody's ranked on this. You see it. And I stopped at Lee Selby for a reason. He has 0 belt. The fuck is he number 4 for? Why is he ahead of Richard Comey? Why is he ahead of Devin Haney? Why is he ahead of Luke Skywalker? Even Ryan Garcia, for God's sake. Lee Selby should be like 9, maybe even 10. But Vasil Lomachenko, he fought Luke Skywalker. He fought Jorge Linares. Damn sure fought him. So I'm going to give him that. I'm going to leave him there, and I'm going to give him that number 1 spot. He fought those guys. No excuses. You fight Tank Davis or Devin Haney next. No excuses. Period. Let's move on. Jose Carlos Ramirez. I believe Jose Carlos Ramirez is the top dude at super lightweight 140. That's what I believe. I believe that. That's my opinion. Yes, Josh Taylor fought Regis Portgray. Yes, he did. But what's the name? Hooker moved up. Hooker fought I believe Hooker is a better fighter, in my opinion, than Regis. My opinion. So I have Jose Carlos Ramirez as the top dude at super lightweight. Me, that's my opinion. Now, you may think Josh Taylor is. They're both on my pound for pound, both of them. Now, you're looking at these rankings and you're thinking, I wonder what BFTB is going to say about these rankings. This is what I'm going to say. Why the fuck is Josh Taylor and Carlos Ramirez not fighting each other? Oops. What, you thought I was going to go down these rankings? Fuck these rankings. The 2 champions is Josh Taylor and Carlos Ramirez. Why aren't they fighting each other? They're both under top rank. But I get it. Y'all don't want to talk about that. But it's everybody else fucking up these fights. But Bud just wants all the belts. Bud wants all the belts. So does fucking Josh Taylor, and so does fucking Jose Carlos Ramirez. So why in the fuck isn't Buddy Bob Arum making this fucking fight? Oops. Oopsies. Whips. Whipsies. Now, just in case anybody is fucking off of this, I picked Josh Taylor to beat Regis Portgray because styles make fights. S550J, salute. I picked Josh Taylor to beat Regis Portgray because stylistically he matches up superior to Regis stylistically. I'm picking Jose to beat Josh because stylistically he matches up better. I'm picking Jose to beat the dumb shit out of Josh Taylor. Stylistically, Jose matches up better. He just matches up better. I don't go off of, I love this fighter and I hate that fighter. That's the reason why I'm picking it. No, I'm looking at the style. Stylistically, Josh Taylor stylistically was better than Regis Portgray. Stylistically, Jose Ramirez is better than Josh Taylor. Fuck all that. If Top Rank makes these fights, right? Oh, because PBC just sits on the belts and they just hold the belts hostage and do zone and they're holding the belt hostage and bro, Josh Taylor, number one, has 2 belts. Jose Carlos Ramirez, number 2 on the box rec, has the other 2 belts. This isn't Bud Crawford versus Felix fucking Ndongo, where we're petitioning the fucking IBF to allow Bud to fight Felix Ndongo. Both of these niggas are with Top Rank. Both of them. How ironic that these fucking weird ass motherfuckers, Bud just wants all the belts and the BBC won't allow him. If they just allowed him, he'd get all the belts. He'd beat all those guys and he'd have all the belts. I swear it. I just know it. Bro, Tay. Ashley's in the building. Motherfucking Tay coming here, pretty ass motherfucker coming here talking about, hey, handsome. Bro, Ashley in the building. Shit, Tay. Damn. Motherfucking Ashley all up in here and shit. Damn. Shit. Fuck, man. Because then when you speak to me, you're a pretty motherfucker. I got to say something back. Then, like, motherfucking Ashley up in there and shit, looking at me with the cross eye and shit. I'm like, bro, she said it to me first. I just retaliated, goddammit. That's all I did. Shit. Anyways, let's give it to this work. I'm really, really curious, bro. I'm really, really curious. How come the same drive for undisputed, best fight the best? We want the best to fight the best. Bftb, don't you want to see the fight? It's the PBC holding up the best fighting the best. Oh, EJ needs to fight Bud Crawford. No excuses. Cool. Josh Taylor and Regis Port and Jose Ramirez need to fight. No excuses. No excuses. Someone explain to me the excuse that Top Rank has right now to hold Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. Motherfuck Victor Postol. Fuck him. Fuck Victor Postol. Oh, he's got to fight his mandatory. Well, Sergey Lickennuts was Terrence Bud Crawford's mandatory. And they were going to strip him if he didn't fight Sergey Lickennuts and defend his IBF title. Facts. We petitioned so that Bud Crawford don't have to fight Sergey Lickennuts and can fight Ndongo for undisputed. What's the holdup? Oh, well, COVID-19 stopped this and okay, cool. So COVID stopped it. All right. Let's just see something. Because COVID started in what? February is when it got big, February-ish. Not even after February, because Wilder fought in February. So it ain't February. It was after that. Whatever. Let's get to this. Let's just see. Let's just see, why don't we? Let's just see. Let's just see. There is Josh Taylor, the WBA and IBF champion. There's WBA and IBF champion. There he is. When did he fight Regis? Well, I'll be goddamn. Last year. Well, for the sake of an argument, let's just see when Ramirez fought. Let's just see what Ramirez fought. Oh, last fucking July? I be goddamn. So you mean to tell me you have both the champions? Hold on a second. Y'all know how I like to do the split screen shit. Because there he is right there, Jose Ramirez. Y'all know how I like to do the split screen shit. So let's go ahead and make sure I put it split screen. Because I don't want nobody to be like, oh no, come on, BFTB. That's not when they fought. No, they didn't fight then. No, BFTB. He couldn't have fought. COVID. They couldn't have did it. They couldn't make that fight. No, BFTB. There's no way that they can make that fight. All right, cool. Now, didn't D. Hodges was popping, guy? Now, didn't Bob Arum say, well, you know, if Al Heyman would work with us, we can make this fight tomorrow. Al Heyman doesn't want to work with us, or we could make this fight tomorrow. One phone call, 5 minutes, and we can make this fight tomorrow. Queen Victoria in the building. Salute, Queen. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I remember him saying that. I remember him saying that. I heard him say that. Well, you know, the big fight that everybody wants to see is Era versus Terrence Crawford. But I don't know what's going on over there. It's like those guys don't want the fight. Give me a call and we can make this fight tomorrow. It's very easy. I've been making big fights my whole life. Really? Well, this guy, Maurice Hooker, lost to Jose Ramirez last July. Said, what's popping, King? Last July. Oh, last October, Regis lost his belt, his WBA belt, to Josh Taylor. Last October. How, bro, the last I checked, there's 24 hours in a day. The last I checked. New Fat Boy Fitness, my homie in the building. Free Smoke Boxing was popping. The last I checked, there's 24 hours in a day. If you say tomorrow, I don't, bro, now I know there's an OW at the end of tomorrow. I know that. I know there's an OW. But if you say tomorrow, then in my mind, I'm thinking you're talking about tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Okay, so if you can make a fight with a competitor, you can make a fight with a competitor, rival promoter, a competitive installation, the whole shit. You can make that in one day. Then logically thinking, you would be able to make a fight in-house in less than a day. Now, someone let me know if I'm wrong. Somebody let me know. Anyone, let me know if I'm wrong with that analogy. If you can make it, if you can make a fight with a rival, you can make a fight with a rival in 24 hours. So it's logically speaking, that you can make a fight in-house in less than 24 hours. You control all the cards. Josh Taylor is your fighter. Jose Ramirez is your fighter. So somebody, anybody, let me know. Because those guys don't fucking control their career. You control their career. You match them. You do. Someone tell me I'm wrong. I mean, let me know. None? Y'all want to talk to me? All right, cool. I'll move on then. So then someone explained to me. Why Josh Taylor and Jose Carlos Ramirez are not fighting. My homie Trick in the building. Was popping, Trick Nolte. Someone explained to me how they're not fighting. Somebody, anybody explain to me. Somebody let me know. Mr. Marcus Taylor was popping, God. Anyone? Oh, but y'all don't want to talk about that, though. Oh, you don't want to talk about that. No, but no excuses, Bftb. EJ needs to fight Bud next. No excuses. No excuses. Offers were sent to EJ. He turned them down. Contracts were sent. He turned them down. Salute to my homie, Black Guys. That's my homie, y'all. That's my homie. But he be on some straight bullshit. Some straight bullshit, bro. He'll take something and just run with it. Doesn't even matter. But it's all good. Max, stay ready in the building. Salute. My brother Moses, I see you, God. Nothing that I said is opinion. None of it. It's all fact. I haven't said opinion yet. I have not said an opinion yet. Do you know, y'all want to see an opinion? Just as I was saying that, this guy wrote one. That is an opinion. Keith Thurman ain't worth 10 million. And then he put facts in all capitals. But he can't explain how Keith Thurman is not worth 10 million. Can't explain it. Can't explain it at all. At all. Can't explain it. But he'll say that. And then he'll say facts. That is not a fact. That's your opinion. That is your opinion. Josh Taylor fighting Jose Carlos Ramirez for undisputed at 140 under top rank is a fact. That's a fact. But you said in an opinion. There's a difference. Anyways, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving because they're not going to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The 147-pound king, Errol Spence Jr. Big LT was popping. The 147-pound king. The king, Errol Spence. The 147-pound king. Oh, just no matter what you do, doesn't matter. You need to fight Terrence Bud Crawford next. No excuses. No excuses. Fine. Well, who the fuck is Bud Crawford fighting now? No. If you say EJ needs to fight Bud next, no excuses, fine. No problem. Let's look at these rankings, shall we? Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Mikey Garcia, Yordenis Ugas, Danny Garcia, Jesse Vargas, Jamal James. Let's see how many did EJ fight. Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia. That's 3. How many did Terrence Bud Crawford fight? Survey says 0. Survey says 0. None. That's how many he fought. Big C was popping, God. Okay, let's see. Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman. Okay, cool. Let's see. Keith Thurman fought Manny Pacquiao, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Okay, cool. Mikey Garcia fought Jesse Vargas. All right, cool. Yordenis Ugas fought Sean Porter. All right, cool. Danny Garcia fought Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. All right, cool. Bro, this nigga Terrence Bud Crawford fought the exact same amount of top 10 competition as Jamal James. None. That's not a debate. That is not a debate. Not a debate. That's a fact. Not a debate. Not a debate. Bro, there is nothing that I said. Nothing that I said that is an opinion. I didn't say not one word that's an opinion. Not one. I haven't said an opinion yet. I have not said an opinion yet. Not one. Everything that I'm talking about, everything I said is a fact. Everything. Dapper Douglas, salute King. Yeah, exactly. But I heard that, see, I didn't watch Fanon's show earlier today because I was doing a fucking invoice. But I heard that, I forget the dude's name, Troy, whatever his last name was, whatever his last name is. He's not a bad dude, he's a good dude. I got no beef with him, but I heard something, what they were telling me is that Buddy said, what he say? He said that Crawford don't have to fight nobody but champions. I think that's what he said. Something to that effect. Something to that effect. Terrence Crawford don't have to fight no one but champions. Okay, so all right. So here they go. Here they go, bro. Here they go. Soon as I say what I said, I mentioned facts. Here they go. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got y'all, bro. I got y'all, bro. I didn't mention one opinion yet. I have not said an opinion yet, bro. Not one opinion. Nothing. Everything I said has been a fact, bro. Everything I said has been a fact. I have not mentioned an opinion yet. That's right. Jamal James did lose to Ugas. That's right, bro. Jamal James lost to Ugas. So Jamal James fought more top 10 competition than Terrence Bud Crawford. Whatever. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on, bro. Nah, hold up, bro. Bunny Badass in the building. Salute. Hold up, bro. I mentioned Terrence Bud Crawford name. These niggas kicked the door down. Hold up, bro.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends
Niggas
of
kicked the door down, bro. Jay Williams,
Superman,
niggas kicked the door down like boom.
Wonder Woman,
Niggas swung in.
Batman, Aquaman,
God damn, bro.
and those 3 junior super friends, Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. Their
Nigga.
mission, to fight injustice,
Bro.
to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
See? Okay. Now, again, let me run this back for y'all. Let me run this back for y'all again. Let me run this back for y'all again. Let me run this back for y'all again. So you okay with Errol not fighting the number 2 guy? What fucking number has Bud Crawford fought?
And those 3 junior super friends, Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now, let me ask you again. Let me ask you again, Big C. So Big C runs in here to the rescue. And that's my homie. I fuck with Big C. That's my homie. But he asked me, so you okay with Errol not fighting the number 2 guy? Name the number. Let's look at the screen again. Name the number that you're okay with Bud Crawford fighting. Name the one. Name the one. Which one? Has Bud fought Manny Pacquiao? No. Has Bud fought Sean Porter? No. Has Bud fought Keith Thurman? No. Has Bud fought Mikey Garcia? No. Has Bud fought Yordenis Ugas? No. Has Bud fought Danny Garcia? No. Has Bud fought Jesse Vargas? No. Has Bud fought Jamal James? No. So which fucking number are you okay with? He's, again, here they go. Here they go. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second. Hold on, bro. I got y'all, bro. I know what y'all need. I know what he need.
Meditate with your screen.
Hold up, bro. I know what he need, bro. I know what he need. Trust and believe, I know. He's trying to fight number 1. Okay, number 1 is fighting Danny Garcia. Let me say this again. Let me run it back for you. Number 1 is fighting Danny Garcia. So since number 1 is fighting Danny Garcia, who in the fuck is Terrence Bud Crawford fighting? Just let me know. The general, goddamn it, in the building. Bro, listen, bro. As soon as I mentioned Terrence Bud Crawford, bro, as soon as I mentioned him, these niggas swung right in immediately. And I got love for my brother Big C. That's my guy. That's my homie. Nothing I have said is an opinion. I haven't got on opinions yet. I haven't mentioned my opinion yet. Not one time. I've been cooking for an hour and I haven't mentioned my opinion at all. Everything that I said has been a fact. Everything. He's trying to fight the number 1 guy. Well, the number 1 guy is tied up. So what is the number 2 guy doing? So the number 2 guy should just sit on the shelf? Is that what you're saying to me? So the number 2 guy should just sit around and do nothing? Is that what you're telling me? So the number 2 guy in the world, the number 2 guy should sit on the shelf and do nothing? Do nothing. Well, let me run this back. Let's go back a little bit. There is the number 1 and number 2 guy, Vasil Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. How much did Teofimo take? Did Teofimo get a 50 split? Anybody? Did Teofimo get a 50-50 split? He's got a belt, doesn't he? Anybody? Did Teofimo Lopez get a 50-50? And he's number 2. Oops. I'll wait for your excuses. Give me your excuses. I'm waiting. Hold up. Maybe you missed what I said to you. Maybe you missed what I said to you. So let me say it again. Let's say it again. Let me run it back for y'all. I was talking about the welterweights. I was on the welterweights. That's where I was at. I was on the welterweights. In the welterweights, I told you, every fighter on here, every one of them has fought someone on this list. Every single one. Everyone. Errol fought Sean. Errol's fighting Danny. Those are facts. He fought Mikey. Manny Pacquiao fought Keith. Fact. Sean Porter fought Thurman. EJ. Facts. Ugas. Facts. Mikey Garcia fought Errol. Facts. Fought Jesse. Facts. Keith Thurman fought Manny. Fact. Sean. Fact. Facts. Okay, champions fight. Okay, Troy King, I see you in the building. I see you in the building, Troy King. Champions fight champions. Okay, cool, perfect. What champion is Bud fighting? My guy Troy, what's popping? That's my guy. I fuck with Troy. No beef. I fuck with Troy heavy. But I'm waiting for your answer, King. I'm waiting for your answer. He need to wait. He said he need to wait to one free. Manny Pacquiao is free right now. What are you talking about? Manny Pacquiao does not have a fight. He's free right now. What you talking about? He don't need to fight anybody. Okay, good. You're right. He don't need to fight nobody. Then tell your boy, shut the fuck up and wait for his turn in. It's very simple. Shut the fuck up. If you don't want to fight nobody, then stop calling for people then. No beef. If you don't want to fight nobody, fine. If he don't need to fight nobody, fine. No problem, bro. That's fine. If he don't need to fight no one, no problem. Then shut the fuck up and sit on the sideline and wait. I don't understand this. Either you want to fight somebody or you don't. If you want to fight somebody, if you want to fight EJ, if you want to fight Pac, then wait. 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 Very simple. If you don't want to wait, then do something. Very simple. Pac ain't trying to get in there. What are you talking about? Pac already said, give me 20 million. Did they offer him 20 million? He turned it down. Hold on, bro. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second, bro. I didn't even get to no other weight classes. The Bud Justice League swung in immediately. Click the link, homie. Let's chop it up. Troy, click the link, homie. Let's chop it up. My guy, Troy, click the link. Let's chop it up, King. Let's get it. I haven't even I got right to the welterweights and then stopped. Didn't even get past the welterweights. My brother Mike's in that Cash App Salute family. Appreciate you. Haven't even gotten past the welterweight. Haven't got past it. Got to 3 weight classes and stopped at the welterweight. I already knew this was going to happen. I should have ended here. I should have ended at this one, bro. I really should have ended. What's popping, Troy? I see you saying, yo, what's good? You can't get in? Hey, Troy, copy the link, fam. Copy the link and then open up Google Chrome, King, and then click it in Google Chrome. Because it be acting funny. It be acting funny on like IE. You said email you? I emailed you before, I believe. Hold on a second. Let me see if I got it. What is it? What is it, Troy? I'm pretty sure that the extension is Gmail. Give me the salute to my homie Mr. Monk. Facts, Mr. Monk. Hey Troy, give me the preface, bro. Give me the preface. I think what is it? It's Troy something at Gmail. Give me the preface, bro. And then I'll send you the link and we can cook. I don't know why you can't click it. You should just be able to click the link in the comments. Or just, like I said, copy it, and then open it in Google Chrome. Open it in Google Chrome, King, and then click it in there. And it worked. Aki Smith, salute. World Combat Sports, salute. Yes, or Apple sends you to Safari. Either or. Depending on what you got. If you got a Galaxy or something, because I got a Samsung. I got to open my shit up. I got to open mine up in a different. My brother Sir in the building. What's popping, family? He say just dropped in the show to love to the chat. Salute to my homie, bro. 5, I see you backstage, 5. But I want to finish this first, bro. But you know what I mean, Troy, I don't know what he got going on. So I'm gonna send him the link early to let him jump on in and cook. Yeah, I ain't got no beef with Troy, bro. I've never heard Troy say no crazy shit. So I don't got no beef with him. He just got an opinion that I don't agree with. And I'm giving facts. He's giving me his opinions. Oh, okay. Facts, 5. Yeah, it worked. Came through to make sure it works. Yeah, it worked.
It worked. We good. It was green light.
All right, bet. All right, peace. Anyways, I'm gonna wait. Go ahead, Troy. Take your time, bro. I'm gonna keep cooking. Just jump in when you get it. Let me put the link back in here, bro. I'm not accepting nobody except for Troy right now because I want to finish this. After I finish it, then we can. I'll send out the link. 4 Division was popping. I'll send it out to anybody. But right now it's just for Troy. Anyways, let me get back to this work. Let's get to this work now. Now I showed y'all Errol Spence Jr., the #1 welterweight in the world, the top dude in the world, has fought other fighters ranked in the top 10. So is Manny. So is Sean. So is Keith. So is Mikey. So is Ugas. So is Danny. So is Jesse. So is Jamal. There is only one fighter. D-Styles, what up? There is only one fighter in the entire top 10 of the welterweight division that has not fought any other top 10 guy. There's only one. That's it. Terrence Bud Crawford. That is it. He's the only one. That's not a debate. That is a fact. You cannot debate that. That's a fact. That's not a debate. That is a fact. An absolute fact. Now, let's go back and do this again now. Errol Spence said, I am fighting Manny, Danny, Sean, and then Thurman. Because at the time, Thurman had the belt. That's what he said. After fighting that, hold on one second, Troy. I see you in the building, Troy. Hold on one second. I'm going to put you on. After doing that, Bud said, oh, I want all this smoke. I want all this smoke. He was like, cool. It's going to cost you 60-40. You want to fuck up my plans? 60-40. This man said no 50-50. So if it's no 50-50, then wait. Then you can wait. If you want to fight champions, fine. Wait then. Wait. Troy, what's popping?
Hey, if you saying that, then we ain't got no argument, blood. Don't even need to listen, blood. You are fiery right now. This shit is crazy. Hey, I used to be mad just like this. Listen, my nigga, it calls for great. I don't know you personally, bro.
For sure.
But thanks for letting me come on, bro. I want to say that first. It's another black man doing a thing. I'm dealing with so much shit right now, dog. I just had to quit one of my jobs because dude gonna tell me I should come protest to keep his gym open, but he never set up a protest for no black shit at the gym. Yeah, bro. And then he gonna say, why you attacking me in the group chat? I don't get it. But that's another story. It's called Hit Fit, and his name is Simon Redman. I'm airing niggas out. If you ain't trying to do right, I'm airing niggas out. So if niggas, yeah, and I'm in here with my shirt off. I've been screaming all morning, getting at niggas. Second, I agree with everything you saying. He should wait, because I was saying that to my man Fanon or Fannin.
Yep.
I feel like this. When Bud first came to the welterweight division, he beat Jeff Horn. You know, I know a lot of people say Jeff Horn wasn't this or that. He beat Manny Pacquiao. He actually beat his ass. Manny Pacquiao didn't do good in that fight. Secondly, Manny Pacquiao bounced back. You know, he came back. Keith Thurman is a better fight for him than Jeff Horn. I know people don't understand that technically, because Jeff Horn is big. He's all over the place. He moving nonstop, and he heavy. You know, Keith Thurman is only. Yeah, Keith Thurman is only 5'7.5" for real, bro. I know people don't know that, they little, so it makes it easier for Pacquiao, but it was still a hard fight. It was a time where Errol Spence was in the red jogging suit, and then him and Bud was having conversation, and then Bud was actually telling Errol, "Hey, blood, don't fight Sean next, fight me next." And he said, "No, I'm gonna take the easier route." So when he says that, that's facts. So when he says that, that lets me know, hey, blood, at this time, they ain't trying to get work with you, because you a 135-pound champion. You the undisputed at 140, and you the WBO. Now I get it. Well, Errol Spence is the top welterweight, but when you compare accolades, I'm talking about from boxing period, it's gonna make Terrence the number A side off rip, because he has more. I know what people saying, blood. Just don't.
I ain't worried about it. Cook, King. Cook.
No, I know, but I'm talking to the fans, blood. I know you. We about to cook. Yeah, so I'm saying what I'm saying to say, due to the accolades, even though Earl might sell more than Terrence, but it has to be like a certain playing field, because even though Earl was an Olympian, because you know when you come out of Olympics, you get more first. But then Bud got more actually professional accolades with all the titles he's won. It's a fact, if he retired now, he goes down in the Hall of Fame, because not many guys have been able to conquer the undisputed title. You know what I mean? Most definitely. I feel like he should wait, just rest his body, let the guys work it out. And then when nobody has nobody to fight, then you should say, hey, you don't have nobody. You just fought Danny Garcia. Is you going to fight me now? If you're not trying to fight now, then I need to fight Manny Pacquiao. I know what y'all saying. Errol Spence does sell out, but he ain't going to be selling out. He doesn't sell out Vegas, but he did in the last fight, because I was at the Sean Porter fight. I thought he kind of lost that fight. I was there, bro. He was hurt at least 5 times during that fight. I seen it. His knees was buckling. But he still brought out the win. I'm not hating. He's a great fighter. But due to how the business of boxing work, Errol Spence know what it is. He not trying to take that hard fight for that little bit of money. That's why my same gripe with Teofimo and Lomachenko, because every time they trying to give Lomachenko somebody, I noticed that they only offer him a certain amount of money, because they were saying that they wanted to fight Salido, but then they ain't offer Salido the right money because he beat you, bruh. I don't give a fuck if you sell out. I beat you. You can't be the A side if I beat you in a head-to-head matchup. So they try to only offer.
You just beat the Loma, bro. So let's
but I'm showing you how it match up.
I'm gonna give it back to you. Let me address something that you just said.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm gonna give it back to you. Let you cook. So you said 2 things that were not true. You said, one, that when Errol was in his red jumpsuit, which was at the what's his name fight, when Errol went to the I think it was a hooker fight. When Errol went to that fight, and Bud was there, he was in a red jumpsuit. He didn't say, when don't fight Sean Porter, fight me, because Errol wasn't even talking about fighting Sean Porter. Errol was.
It's another video, blood. You gotta watch it.
I got the video. I have the video here.
I seen
Errol
it, bro.
was talking about fighting Mikey Garcia. Errol said, I'm going to fight, because Errol was fighting Mikey. He hadn't even fought Mikey yet.
I know, but it's a part in the. I'm gonna get the video, and when I cut it, he said, "Why you gonna fight Sean? Fight me."
This is what he said. He said, I am fighting Manny. I'm fighting Danny. I'm fighting Sean. I'm fighting Keith. That's what he said. He did not.
So
Sean Porter.
if you fighting all of them people,
that's right.
None of them niggas got belts but Manny right now. Why you fighting all of them,
now,
bro?
Right now.
Yeah.
Then when he said it, Keith Thurman was
the
champion. Keith Thurman was a WBA. Sean Porter was a WBC. He already had the with Mikey already done. That was the next fight he was doing.
No, I can see why he wanted to fight Sean first because he had a WBC.
No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said.
No, but he did say that, bro. And when I find the video, I'm gonna chop it up and I'm gonna send it directly to you.
You don't need to chop it up, King. I got it on my shit here, family. I got it here. I listen to it all the time. He didn't just say Sean. He said he mentioned them all. He
said, but he still didn't say, okay, now you're saying what I want you to say.
And then Bud said
he mentioned them all.
Yeah, he mentioned them all. That's right.
Okay.
And then Bud said, oh, well, he didn't Al didn't mention me. And Errol said, no, he didn't. And Bud started laughing.
And he said, hey, why do you have to fight Sean? You can fight me.
Okay.
You can fight me, bro.
That's what you believe, he said.
No, that's what he said. And when I find
not what he said.
I'm gonna show you. And niggas gonna be like, oh, damn, he did say that. Because they was off to the side and he was whispering and shit like, you ain't gotta fight Sean. Fight me.
You don't need to fight it, homie. I got the video. You don't need to find it.
But listen.
Go ahead, keep looking. I'm gonna put
if he mentioned all of them,
he
fought Sean, because when Sean had a belt, that's fine. Sean didn't got no belt. Danny Garcia ain't got no belt neither.
Why didn't Bud fight Sean? Why didn't Bud fight Sean?
And he ain't got no belt.
When he
got his belt. He fought. He got a WBO.
You're missing what I'm saying again. Why didn't Bud fight Sean when he had the belt?
He had got the WBO. As soon as he caught the WBO, he started calling out Errol Spence.
I feel you, God. I feel what you're saying. I feel everything you're saying. But I'm gonna ask you again. You said he don't need to fight nobody but title holders. Why didn't he fight Sean when Sean was the WBC and he was a WBO?
Because Sean didn't want to fight him. Because Sean said they was friends. You heard him say that.
So it's Sean's fault.
You heard him say that. That's a fact.
So it's Sean's fault.
Yeah, Sean said it.
So
they only asked Sean.
So Bud don't have nothing to do with it. It's Sean's fault.
Bud said the same thing, bro. They both said they didn't want to fight each other. I'm not here to talk about them other niggas. They said they didn't want to fight each other.
What Bud said is, I don't care who wins that fight. I want to fight EJ. Bud said when he was asked, well, do you want to fight the winner? If it's Sean or Errol, do you want to fight the winner? He said, no, I want to fight EJ.
That's even worse then.
That's worse
even worse.
Bud.
No, it's not worse for Bud because he said, I want to work with EJ no matter if he got a belt or not.
Okay, then don't.
I don't even want him.
Don't tell me you can fight guys with belts then.
That's fine, though, bro. That's fine because EJ got a belt now. So we talking about hypothetical shit.
That's not what you just said.
Because you're making up hypothetical shit.
Oh, I'm making hypothetical.
He said if he said whoever win, I want to fight them. Hey, bro.
No, he didn't.
Champion fight champions.
He did not say
do Errol want to fight Bud or not?
That is not what he said. He said, I want to fight Errol. That's what he said. He did not say
Errol won. And Errol won, didn't he? Okay. Did Errol win?
So you're missing it again.
No, did Errol win?
So now you want to
Errol win.
So you're going to move the goalposts.
No, I'm not.
What he said,
I'm answering your question.
Yes, Errol did win. Yes.
Okay, so why Errol ain't fighting Terrence?
That's not the question he was asked.
Oh, okay. All right.
The question he was asked,
that's worse than systemic racism.
Do you want to fight the winner? That's what he was asked. Do you want to fight the winner? He said, no, I want to fight Errol.
I ain't got no problem with that. Shit, he want to get some work for Errol.
I don't have no problem with it either. But then don't say he's got to fight fighters with a belt. Don't
Errol got a belt.
Brother, you're missing what I'm saying, bro.
Errol had the IBF.
When straight over it. That's
listen,
not
how long Errol had the IBF? How long Errol had the IBF?
He said,
listen, how long had Errol had the IBF, blood?
You ain't listening to me, bro. You're not listening to me, my brother. You ain't.
Go ahead.
Completely over it, King. You're blowing completely over it.
Go ahead, blood. Go ahead.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me saying it. I'll let you listen to Bud say.
Man, I want to fight Spence. That's what I want to fight. I don't have no ambition or no desire to fight Sean. Me and Sean, we got a history.
Totally agree with it. He's saying he wants to work. So listen, that's enough. That's enough. When Terrence say he wants to work with
you didn't hear enough. You didn't hear enough.
Get to work with Errol, bro. You don't fight nobody else.
You want to fight the winner? Man, I want to fight Spence.
Yeah, he want to work with niggas who say the boogeyman.
Did you hear him say, do you want to fight the winner?
Hey, he never wanted to fight Sean Porter, bro. He wants to fight Errol Spence because he wants the IBF.
Brother, did you hear him say, do you want
to answer that? Yeah, I heard him say it. I heard him say it.
So you heard him say, I want to, when they asked.
Okay, I heard him say it. You know why he want to fight Errol?
And then you heard him say, no, I want to fight Errol.
Okay, you know why he want to fight Errol?
Porter would have won, and Sean Porter had the IBF belt that Bud said that you're saying Bud wants.
Because that's fine.
He want the IBF.
All of that is fine. All of that is fine because that's hypothetical. If Sean would have won, if Sean would have won,
because that fight didn't happen yet, so it isn't hypothetical.
Listen, you're talking about if Sean Porter and Errol Spence fought. If Sean Porter would have won, he would have had both belts. And you saying Terrence Crawford would have still wanted to fight Bud. Terrence Crawford wanted to still fight Errol. That's what you're saying.
No, that's what he said.
Because that's what he's saying. Because he was known as the boogeyman of the division. So he's had the IBF longer than Bud has had the WBO. So he always wanted, when he got to the welterweight division, Errol Spence was already a champion before Bud at the IBF.
So
that's why he want to fight Errol first.
Okay.
I want the IBF.
Because
Errol should have fought Bud then.
Right? Because
Errol should have fought Bud.
Because EJ was looked at as
hold on. Now you gotta answer my shit. Hold on, Blood. Now you gotta answer. Because I like fucking with you, bro. Because you know how to get live, but you know how to chill too. Listen, bro.
I'm gonna get live with people that get fucked up with me. If you ain't doing it, I ain't gonna do it with you.
Oh no, but listen, Blood. Even though we can get live with each other and it's all love, because
for sure
it makes good entertainment. This shit I love this shit.
So what was your question so I can answer it?
My question is, if Terrence Crawford was at 140 and Bud was already the IBF champion, soon as Bud got to the welterweight division and got the WBO, that's when all the champions should have been working. Now, if Earl went to Sean Porter first to get that WBC, I get it, because that's the money belt. You want that green strap. Floyd has made it very popular. After you got the green strap, there should have been no Danny Garcia scrap, because he ain't got no guap. Fuck with you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why.
What was your question? Because you said you had a question for me. What was the question, my brother?
I'm saying why he didn't fight Errol Spence next instead of Danny Garcia, because Danny Garcia don't have a belt. He was free to fight. Hold on. He was free to fight Terrence Crawford before Danny Garcia.
Correct.
Hold on. Before, when he didn't have a fight, before he fought Mikey Garcia, he was available to fight Terrence Crawford.
Correct.
He said no. Listen, he said no to Mikey Garcia in December and took it back to May or March. Then he said, listen, bro, you don't have to fight Mikey. He'll 135 pounder. You could fight me instead. Hold on. Luis Collazo called him out. Mad niggas was calling out Errol Spence in that December before he chose Mikey Garcia for the money fight.
So he chose not to. Are you asking me, brother?
No. I asked you the question, but I'm gonna show you how what I'm saying is fact.
What question did you ask me?
I said, why didn't Errol Spence, instead of fighting Danny Garcia next, because he doesn't have a belt, and he said he wanted to be undisputed, that he just didn't fight Terrence next?
Okay,
that's not a hard thing to do. Because Terrence saying he want to fight you, blood. Are you
going to keep going, or you want me to answer it?
Hold on, I'm going to keep going real quick, and then I'm going to let you answer.
Okay, good.
He said he wanted to be undisputed, and he wanted to be the top welterweight. Danny Garcia beating him is not going to make you the top welterweight because he haven't having a belt. You actually can. It's a damn near 50-50 fight with Danny Garcia. You can potentially lose in a split decision, and then you lose a big money fight. You should just fight Terrence next. Win or lose, you can double back. And then if Terrence get all the belts, you can double back and fight for the undisputed. He should just, if Errol is good as he is, as good as he is, he should just clear out the whole welterweight division and let Danny Garcia, you gotta wait. because you was a 2-time champion, you lost. You gotta wait. I'm about to get all the belts, and any nigga want to try to get all these belts at one time, I'm available. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing. He didn't do that. If you agree, he didn't do that.
Let me know when I can answer.
All right, that's the question I'm asking is, instead of fighting Mikey Garcia, hold on. Instead of fighting Mikey Garcia back then, and then who he fight after Mikey Garcia? Who he fight after Mikey Garcia?
Sean Porter.
He got the belt from Sean Porter. After fighting Sean Porter, who he should he be fighting? Who should he be fighting? That's the question.
You're both the questions, and I haven't been able
to question. After he got 2 belts, anybody with other 2 other belts he should be trying to get.
Anybody with his belt, with a belt, or his mandatory. That's who he should be fighting.
All right, then. Fuck that mandatory. Get that nigga some step aside money and get them straps. I'm a boxer. Okay. That's what I would be doing.
So now you said all of that. If you are looking at my screen, that's the reason why there was no Terrence Bud Crawford. Because Bud Crawford said, don't fight me next. I will not get credit if I fight you and beat you coming off your.
Why did you just say that from jump, nigga? So I could have been agreeing with you.
What do you mean? I told you to let me know when you want me to answer it. You the one that was like kept going, no, let me cook. So I let you cook.
All right, then, nigga. Damn, you should have said that shit. Then, nigga.
How much? So you want me to cut you off then? Is that what you want?
Yeah, nigga, cut me off and be like, hey, man, the
remember,
nigga.
Remember you said that.
Yes, nigga, because I don't want to keep talking.
Now, where else do you want to
listen, blood? If you got some truth, just be like, hey, the nigga Bud said it.
It's not some truth. It's the truth.
All right, what shit, nigga? I talk to Bud a couple times a week.
Congratulations, so well, keep doing that. He's a good.
I know what he. I know where his mind at. I know where I talk to the nigga.
Okay,
I know some of these niggas,
and
man.
Ask him, why didn't he accept the Errol Bud Crawford? I mean, the Errol Spence instead of Bud. I mean, Errol fighting Danny. Why didn't he accept it? When next time you talk to him, ask him that.
Because you just told it. You said he wouldn't get credit.
No, God, because you just went on this long spiel about how he did this and he didn't have to do that and he didn't have to do that. And now you say you talked to the king. Okay, good. When you talk to the king, ask the champ, hey, brother, why didn't you just say
fuck? My nigga, you didn't just say you talked to him and said the reason why?
You talk to him, king. You do, my brother.
So I do.
When you talk to Bud next, ask Bud, bro, you not fighting no one. So why didn't you say fuck that? Errol said he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. He wants no tune-ups. He wants Manny, Danny, or Errol. That's who he wants. I mean, or Bud. He wants Bud or Manny because
he never asked for Bud.
And Danny is his mandatory. Yes, he did. That's exactly.
Errol never asked for Bud, blood.
Yes, he
did.
Or
they'd be fighting.
Okay, all right, bro. He didn't ask for him.
Bro, he didn't ask for Bud.
I don't know why you're doing this.
Floyd on video saying that they ain't even gonna fight right now. Floyd is literally on video when they asked him, like, what do you think about Bud and Terrence Crawford? Hey, absolutely not. Right now. Floyd is on record saying it.
Mm-hmm.
They listen. Oh, I fucks with PBC, and I don't even be cussing. I'm sorry to bring that type of energy to your channel.
Man, cuss all you want.
Hey, I'm just saying, but I'm a different type of guy. I really don't be cussing like that no more, bro.
Cuss, nigga. I cuss all the time.
I know, bro, but I just try to keep it. You know what I mean? I'm
if
just saying, what
do your thing, brother. I'm not
PBC. Stopping. I love PBC because on Ego, I was the first person speaking up for PBC when they say Al was gonna die.
I watch you on Ego channel all
the time.
These
Negroes have a plan, bro. They got it down packed. Okay. And they not making no, and I get it. If Bud wouldn't have signed again with Top Rank, he would have been with PBC. I've been telling him to leave Top Rank. I talked to him and said, Blood, once you can sell out Nebraska, Omaha, you don't need nobody. You should do your own thing. You really should. Make your wife your manager or something like Tim Bradley, and then just have no promotional company and run your own shows. But that's neither here or there. I know he not asking for Bud because they don't want him to fight Bud right now. They want to make sure if he loses, he's well compensated. Both fighters on both ends, but they don't really, because Bud doing his thing with Top Rank. It's no different from AJ not wanting to fight Deontay Wilder unless it's for a crazy amount of money. Because if I have to make sure I get paid to get slept. I know I can't take a right hand like that. I gotta get paid. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like both of them should wait, because if you wait, bro, you can get the maximum amount of money. Don't fight for no little change right now because, I mean, I'm not going to front. I feel like Errol Spence is a tad bit better than Danny, and Terrence Crawford is better than Danny. Hey, Danny, I love you, bro. You know I know you. I'm trying to get some work with you for the Errol fight, just so all the brothers can grow. I still be out here sparring. So just to let people grow, I feel like I can help Danny. You know what I mean? Just give him extra work for Errol because I can fight any type of style. I know niggas don't know that. And hey, Danny, if you're seeing this, you need to acquire my help, bro. And there's no excuse because I just turned 40. So you can't say you don't want hard work or that because I'm 40, bro. You can get some work with me, bro. I know niggas don't know.
That age don't mean shit, bro.
I know.
The niggas use that as an excuse.
But I have to say that because niggas are going to say, nah, I'm good.
You said that Errol Spence did not call for Bud Crawford. That's
you got
what you
some tape.
I'm reiterating this. I want to make sure that's what you're saying.
Hold on. Do you got some footage?
Oh, I'll get you some footage. That's not a problem. I'm going to reiterate this. You said that Errol Spence, coming off his injury, didn't call for Bud when he was injured. When he was interviewed, and the interviewer said, "What's next?" And he said, "I don't want no tune-ups. I want Manny, Danny, or Errol. I want Manny, Danny, or Errol."
That's not calling out Bud.
I'm asking you, is that what you're saying he didn't say?
No, he probably did say that, but that's
not a problem. He did say that.
Okay, if he did, okay, that improves my point even more. You can't call out 4 niggas and you calling out 1 nigga. It don't work like that.
And didn't Bud Crawford say, "I want the champions"? That's not 1 nigga.
Hold on. When you asked me to come on your live, did I come on here? You ain't say I want to talk to Fannin, Troy, or Ego. No, you said you want to talk to Troy, and I showed up. You can't say I'm a boxer. If I want to fight somebody, I'm gonna say, "Hey, I want to work with Bud." That's it. I don't want no Danny or no Manny.
Cool.
I don't want Danny or Manny. I want Bud. That's it.
So then why is Bud calling for Pacquiao?
Hold on. When Adrian Broner said he wanted,
forget Adrian Broner. Why is Bud calling for Pacquiao?
Because he wants the champions. He wants the belts, bro.
You just lose. Okay, well, what is Bud? It was Errol one.
Okay, Bud wants the champions, bro.
Okay, he wants the champions. Fine. So what is Manny and what is Bud?
They champions.
Okay, so when Errol Spence,
Danny Garcia's not a champion though.
Oh, Danny was his mandatory.
I don't give a fuck about the mandatory champions. I just told you.
Why did Bud Crawford fight Greenbeans?
You can't use that excuse, bro. You have to give him the step aside.
Why did Bud fight Greenbeans? Why did he give him step aside money?
He did. Eagles have been taking step aside money.
Why didn't he give Greenbean step aside money and fight?
Greenbean been taking step aside. Let me look at my mic like this so I can explain it to you.
You might want to.
Been taking step aside. You might want to.
You might want to. He did not give. He didn't offer any step aside money.
Ugas and Mean Machine been taking step aside money not to get work because I was on the live saying they was in the top 5 at every sanctioning body for years. Errol Spence never fought Ugas. And he was at the top. He was at number 1 at welterweight for years in the IBF. That's a fact. I got to look at my mic like this because I don't think niggas is listening. I was the one who did a video that said Errol Spence should fight Ugas because he the mandatory. He didn't fight him. He fought Ocampo. Then after he fought all these people, hey, I don't give a fuck about mandatory. You get a nigga step aside money. They not champions.
Never the mandatory.
They not champions. Eagles was the mandatory. He should have gave him more. Eagles is actually a tough fight because he 21 and 0 with 18 knockouts and was an Olympian.
Was the WBC mandatory? He was not the IBF.
No, Ugas was the number 1 in the IBF for years, bro. Ugas was the number 1 in the IBF.
Let me run it back for you. Ugas was the WBC.
He was also the IBF number 1, bro. I looked it up.
The mandatory.
Yes, he was number 1 in
the mandatory. Two different stories.
That's facts, bro. You're not.
That's facts. Number 1 in mandatory is 2 different stories. Facts.
Listen, bro. When you're number 1, you're the mandatory, bro.
No, you're not.
All right, bro. You know, you box
is the mandatory right now.
Used to box.
Don't tell me about boxing, nigga, because I know it. You may box it. I know it. Danny Garcia is the mandatory right now. He is not ranked number 1.
No, he's the number one because he's the money man on the
No,
popularity
Danny
contest.
Garcia is the mandatory. And
No,
Shawn
bro,
Spears
that's
is
a
number
popularity.
one.
Y'all confusing boxing. I
not
had this
mixing
conversation
nothing.
earlier. I had this conversation earlier with my homie because he didn't get it. I'm gonna explain it again real quick. I know y'all don't get that part of the business. There's number ones in the sanctionings, and then there's popular niggas who can draw the money. Yes, Keith Thurman and all them niggas, the top welterweight,
can draw the money.
the top welterweight, Keith Thurman and all them niggas, but the actual niggas just ranked
Brazil draw. Because Dominic Brazil was never ranked number one, and he was a WBC mandatory. So what money?
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna tell you why this is true.
Good question to avoid.
No, I'm gonna tell you why this is true. Because the WBO was getting sued by Austin Trout because they removed him out of the number one, and he was in line to fight.
If the number one means you are the mandatory, then why did Vasil Lomachenko fight fucking Luke Skywalker?
Hey, you really want to talk about how he be ducking and choosing? Because he was supposed, when he got the title at 130, he was supposed to fight Burchelt next and all the Mexican niggas that was knocking niggas out. He chose to skip them niggas. He chose to skip them niggas and go to 135 because Top Rank knows that he ain't good with the Mexican style. That's fact.
Tell me how he fought Luke Skywalker. You're not going to tell me how Dominic Brazil, who was ranked number 4 when he fought Deontay Wilder.
Because it's a popularity contest. These niggas ain't fighting real popular. Bro, we know that.
How is Brazil popular?
Brazil didn't have to be popular. He was an American and he was an Olympian. See, that's why I said that earlier when we were talking.
And an Olympian.
I said that earlier when we was talking. You gotta be an Olympian or you gotta be popular, bro.
Way more popular than Dominic Brazil.
He's still an Olympian. It adds to the resume. I said that earlier in the conversation.
So if an Olympian adds to the resume, Olympians now. That's what you're saying. He's an Olympian. An Olympian adds to the resume.
An Olympian adds to the resume. Terrence Crawford done beat like 3 of them niggas, bro. Felix Diaz.
But he ain't one.
But that's what I explained that earlier if you listen. That's why I got to double back and hard.
That's not what you
have to be an Olympian, bro. He's a 4-time, he's an undisputed at 140. I explained that.
So you're telling me that Usyk should get a bigger purse because of his accolades when he fights Joshua. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Because
get the fuck out of here,
hold on. Is Usyk a gold medalist?
So was motherfucking
was he undisputed?
So was Vladimir Klitschko.
Was he undisputed? He got more accolades than Joshua.
So you're telling me that
he got more accolades, blood?
Gets 50-50 or more than Joshua. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, he has more accolades.
Get the fuck out of here. And you're
undisputed. You gotta at least make it close. Listen,
hold
on, blood. I'm gonna explain to you why. Because you can't discredit a man's accolades in boxing, bro. It has to be a mix between accolades and popularity. Because if that's the case, I'm popular. Every nigga that did a blog about me. I should be able to just fight a champion because I'm popular. I can't because I don't have the accolades. That's how boxing work, bro. I know y'all haven't been in the sport and y'all don't get the business. It's tricky, bro. The boxing game is tricky because it's dirty. That's why, blood. It's not a fact. I was in boxing. It's dirty as fuck.
You're still in boxing.
No, I retired, blood. I don't box no more.
This shit not mean you know what you're talking about.
I don't even choose to box no more. This shit ain't about talent,
no
bro.
way in hell. No, Brazil was not number 1 prior to Dillian White. No, he was not. Brazil was never number 1.
He don't have to be number 1. He was still in the top 10 and he was an Olympian.
That man was number 2, I want to say. At best, he was never number 1.
If he was number 2, he was still an Olympian. You got to give him the shot first.
I don't give a fuck if he was Olympian. That don't mean shit.
You don't understand boxing then, and that's when this conversation. What about
the Olympian?
Hey, blood.
What about the Olympian?
Family.
What about him? Where's he ranked at?
Family. If you don't care about amateur boxing, then this conversation is over because you don't understand boxing then. I can't explain boxing to you.
It's very clear you don't. You are completely going full.
Hey, blood. If that's the case, niggas who come out of the Olympics should not get paid first. Shakur Stevenson should not get signed first.
I never said that.
None of them niggas should get signed. Hold on. This is a nigga from. Hold on, blood. Hold on. What's up?
One time did I ever say that an Olympian should not get something? Never once.
I'm still waiting on that work.
Oh, I'm still getting that work, blood.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you finish up the live, and then man, you're gonna chop it up.
Yeah, because your man's got in a horrible accident, bro.
Yeah. I feel you. I mean, I'm just not recovering.
Yeah, because if this shit work out right, I'm gonna be getting work with Bud too, and Danny. All the niggas be fighting, blood. So while you calling trying to check me on, you gotta go on your YouTube and do your Googles, blood. I've been in there with Andre. Okay, so me getting some sparring with Earl, blood, is really not nothing to me. I've been in there with somebody who done more than Earl. Blood. You see this, blood? I got niggas.
Keep cooking, family. Keep cooking.
Blood, I'ma come to Dallas, blood. I've been to Dallas before, nigga. Nigga, I goes everywhere on the dolo, my nigga. I don't have a crew of niggas. Oh shit, my bad, nigga. My bad. Damn. My bad, nigga. My bad.
Last time I talked to you, you just had surgery. We kind of like lost contact. Then I had caught like a bone infection before I had planted in my foot. So
I got niggas see me, blood. They be on my phone. Hey, blood. Oh no, me and you can get some work, blood. It's good. I thought you was calling about somebody else. My bad, blood. You know what I mean. You know we niggas, blood. Yeah, hit me up when it was over, nigga. You called me at a fiery moment. I thought you was trying to. You good, nigga. I'll hit you when it's over. Yeah, like I was saying, though, blood. I explained that if you don't think the amateur boxing means something when you turn professional, then I ain't really got nothing.
When did I say that?
You just said you don't give a fuck about the amateurs, bro. And I'm trying to explain to you how amateur boxing affects the pros, because when you come out of the amateurs and people gonna invest money in you, they're not investing no money in the nigga who ain't proven, bro.
I never said I don't give a fuck about the amateurs.
You just said it. I don't give a fuck about that.
No, I didn't.
I said, blood, he was a good amateur. He was an Olympian. You said you didn't give a fuck about it.
You said he was an Olympian, and you're saying as an Olympian, that means it should mean something when you fight someone else somewhere else.
And I'm telling you, through my explanation, it does mean something, because Olympians get held to a certain degree because they went to the Olympics.
Cool.
So Evan Haney didn't go to the Olympics, so he don't get signed first.
So where is the Olympian that beat Deontay Wilder?
What you mean? Where's the Olympian that beat Deontay Wilder? He never.
It matters, right? Where's he at?
He was an Olympian himself. An Olympian never beat Deontay Wilder. What is you asking?
He's a boxer.
What is you asking? Because that's not answering the question.
It don't mean anything, bro.
It does mean something.
That's what you did there. That's talking about your.
Hold on, bro. I'm gonna explain to you one more time why the amateurs mean something.
Anything to me.
I'm gonna explain one more. I know you don't want to listen to it, but I'm gonna explain to you. So when you have 150 amateurs and then you go to the Olympics, bro, and then once you win a medal or not, when you come out of Olympics, all the promoters look at you first. They don't look at the niggas who didn't.
So if you have 150 amateurs,
they get. No, I'm just saying the Olympics, period. 150 amateurs, Olympics. If you go to the Olympics, bro, and you come out of the Olympics, you get the first dibs on money, highest purses, championships, all of that.
Because what does that have anything to do with anything, though?
I just said it.
Okay,
that's
fine,
why Dominic Brazil gets a fight, being number 2.
You just said if you're an Olympian,
you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it.
I'm agreeing with you. And you're an Olympian, you're highest purses, you're gonna get all that. So then why is Bud Crawford asking for 60-40?
Because I explained that in the past chat. Hold on. I just explained it.
But Errol Spence is.
Listen, I just explained it. Errol Spence is the Olympian.
Correct.
Bud has more
60-40.
Hold on. I just explained it in the past live when I came on here before I started streaming.
I wasn't there. Why?
You was just here.
60-40.
No, I explained it on this live.
You didn't tell me my Bud turned down 60-40.
Because in the professional ranks, he has more accolades.
Tell me about professionals, King. You just said the amateurs matter.
Listen, I did. I didn't say that Bud shouldn't get 60-40 with Errol because he has more professional accolades, even though Errol's been an Olympian.
So what are you saying to me? So who should get a bigger split?
They should get 50. It should be 55-45.
You just said amateurs matter. You just said that.
It does. But it has
to, resume is better than Bud Crawford's.
Blood. It has to be a fine line. It's
Now it's a
amateurs
fine line.
and professional accolades. You have to find a balance, bro, because any nigga can come to the pros and try to just do anything, but you can't do it over a nigga who was in the amateurs before you. It doesn't work like that. That's why you don't see. That's why Luke Campbell can get a chance to fight Loma before Devin Haney, because Luke Campbell was a silver medalist and Devin Haney wasn't. Luke Campbell is gonna get every fight before Devin Haney, because he has more.
Tyson Fury have what medal?
What'd you say?
What medal did Tyson Fury have in the Olympics? What was his amateurs?
That's why he shouldn't have got more money than Deontay Wilder or anybody else. He only won one belt and he didn't go to no amateurs. So did Tyson Fury get paid more than Deontay Wilder?
Tyson, they got a 50-50 split.
That's cool. That's cool, because he beat Vladimir way back then, and then Deontay Wilder that had a WBC and was an Olympian. That's cool.
Well, tell me where's your consistency, bro? Let me know.
Consistency lies with niggas who never did no amateur shit. I tried to explain it to you at the beginning of this live. I said that, blood. I said, no, I'm not. I said it at the beginning of the live. That's facts. I said, blood, if you're an Olympian, but you ain't got that many titles, and a nigga who been pro got a whole bunch of titles, you just can't go above him. It got to be a certain type of balance, because you was an Olympian and he was an Olympian, but he did more in the pros. So it got to be a balance. It can't be no 60-40. That's not a balance.
Alexander Usyk to get more of a purse than Anthony Joshua.
50-45 is more, but not that much, blood. I'm just saying.
50-45.
That 55-45. Is that correct math?
55-45 for Usyk.
Or you could go 50-50, because Usyk is an undisputed cruiserweight, bro, and a gold medalist or silver. Joshua is a gold and had an IBO belt and 2 other belts, bro.
This nigga's undisputed. Getting 50.
And Joshua ain't even fucking fought nobody. He ain't even fought the top.
Out of here, bro.
Hey, name 3 of the top heavyweights Joshua would have fought.
Bro, I'm not even on that. I'm
okay, yeah, because that's a body. That's a body.
Name the one that Usyk fought. Name the heavyweight Usyk fought.
Listen, I'm gonna explain it one more time. When you come from a lower weight class as undisputed. Listen, I'm gonna explain it one more time.
Ask me the question.
I'm gonna say it. When you come from another weight class and you're undisputed, bro.
You said it's a body. You can never body me, my nigga. Ask me the question.
I just bodied you and you don't even know it. Because Anthony Joshua, until he fight Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, or Deontay Wilder, he's just considered as one of the best. He hasn't fought none of them niggas, but Deontay Wilder has. He's fought.
Now name the one that Usyk fought.
Usyk doesn't have to fight him yet, because he's undisputed, moving up to heavyweight like Andre Ward did. When Andre Ward had all the belts at light heavyweight, he came up, took 3 tune-ups, and was able to fight Kovalev. He said, listen, I'm going to come take some tune-ups. I get first dibs, my nigga. I get it, because I was undisputed.
Andre Ward was at 168 and moved up to light heavyweight to fight Kovalev.
That's my whole point.
That's not what you said.
But that shows that's a segue to show you what I'm saying makes sense.
It don't.
If you come from a lower weight class at 140 and I'm undisputed, I did something that only maybe 4 or 5 niggas
did. Not undisputed at 168.
No, Andre Ward had almost all the belts except the one Adonis Stevenson had at 168.
That means he's not undisputed.
That's because Adonis Stevenson didn't want to work.
Doesn't matter. He's still not undisputed.
But still, he was still considered the best at 168 with all the belts, bro.
So,
but he was still the guy at 168.
Garcia was considered the best at 140 when he had all the belts. When he was unified, he wasn't undisputed either.
He still had the majority of the belts, though.
No, he wasn't undisputed.
All right, then. We on to the next.
No, we're not on to the next.
The weight class.
Body, nigga.
That's not a body. That's not a body, because I'm proving to you. Nigga. All right, I'm explaining. When Bud won undisputed, did he not go up to welterweight and get first dibs?
Who?
He get first dibs on every nigga with a belt because he was undisputed at 140. That's a fact, Bud.
No, No, that's
He
not
was
how.
undisputed at 140. When you
Yes,
go up
you
to
are. You do
147,
not get first dibs on any belt moving
you
up.
don't know boxing then. You don't
WBO.
know boxing.
You
You
get
don't know
first
boxing,
dibs on
bud.
the
Just
WBO.
even, listen, I don't even fucking talk to Ego no more. He
Okay.
was on his
Well,
saying
I don't know
that is
boxing.
the rules of having the belt at a lower weight class.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And I know all the rules. No, it is
All right,
not.
bud. I'm done. I'm done.
You are done. You've been done a long time.
I'm done, bud. Because you telling me amateurs don't matter.
No,
You
it's not.
but then you saying they do. But then you saying, well, where's the balance in the amateurs?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm
You
saying
don't fucking
you
know.
are undisputed and you move up, you get first bout with the WBO.
No, you get if you undisputed with a WBO, WBC, IBF, and WBA. I mean, I have all the belts.
That's
so
correct.
if I get first dibs on the WBO, that means I get first dibs on the WBA too.
No, it don't.
Why it don't? They all belts.
You have different rules, my nigga.
Niggas know that. No, see, you talk about these rules that niggas don't want to fight by. No, that shit don't work like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bud. That shit don't work like that. You trying to use rules. No,
I'm not using anything. I'm using the rules.
Work. Fuck all that.
I'm using the rules. The rules. I'm not using the rules. I'm using the
When
rules.
I get all the belts, nigga, I want all the work. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
it.
Well,
That's it. That's it.
He's moving up. He wanted to fight Deontay Wilder. Why didn't he get the fight?
I don't know, blood. That's on them, blood. I'm talking about when
No. Usyk said when he was moving up, they asked him, "Who do you want to fight?" He said, "Wilder." If according to you, you're undisputed, you get first dibs at anybody when you move up. Why didn't he get Wilder if he got first dibs?
Because he doesn't have a belt and Wilder was trying to be undisputed.
Nigga, you just said he was undisputed.
Wilder trying to be undisputed. You're not even on my radar right now. You get first dibs. You do get first dibs. You can mention your name in the hat. That don't mean you're gonna get the shit.
What are you talking about? Don't try to switch.
That don't mean you're gonna get the shit. But with Bud and Errol, that's different. Because
the rules are different. So the WBC wrote the rules different. They wrote
that's welter. Listen, was he at light welterweight? Was he at light welterweight?
If you're telling me,
no, was he at light welterweight?
Undisputed.
Was he at light welterweight? 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 Was he at light welterweight?
140.
Was he at okay? Is welterweight 147?
No.
Welterweight ain't 147.
You're talking about the super lightweight? Welterweight is 147. Super light.
Light welterweight. 140 and 147 is welterweight.
What about
they go light welterweight?
What about it, my nigga? What about it?
When you win, you go up. You in the same weight class. You heard Roy.
Okay.
If you a middleweight or super middleweight,
and move up.
Listen,
if you win and move
up, middleweight, a middleweight or a super middleweight, you a middleweight.
Bro, you killed yourself.
With middleweight.
You killed yourself. Because if you're undisputed,
I did. Because Roy said the same shit.
You move up, you get your
Roy
shot at anything.
said the same shit.
You said if you're undisputed,
middleweight or junior middleweight, you get the same work.
You move up if
hey,
you're undisputed at 140. Yes.
Hey, blood, Roy said that already.
He was undisputed at 140. Bro, did you not
said that, blood?
But undisputed 140. Was he undisputed?
Yes, he was.
Okay,
so he had welterweight. Undisputed at welterweight. Hey, no, you know
the rules, right? You know the rules, right? You know the rules, right?
Champions fight champions, blood.
If you're undisputed, you move up, you get your shot, right?
Hey, we arguing over niggas not getting no work, blood.
Do you get your shot? Do you get your
subject, blood? We arguing over niggas not getting no work, blood.
Do you get your shot at any belt holder?
Yeah, you can get. You can.
If you get your shot at any belt holder, then why isn't Bud and Errol fighting already?
Because Errol said he wanted to fight.
No, it's not up to him. According to you, it's the rules. Remember, according to you, it ain't up to Errol. It's according to the rules. According to you. So if it's according to the rules, then Errol don't got a fucking choice.
And that's what I'm saying. He do got a choice because he's not trying to fight blood.
Okay, so you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. It ain't his
trying to fight him.
It's not his choice according to you.
No, I didn't never say that.
You did say that. You said if he's undisputed and moves up, he's got to fight that guy because he's got a shot.
No, I didn't say that.
You a damn lie. You did say that.
I didn't say that. I said he get first dibs. First dibs don't mean you got to fight nobody.
You just said.
No, I didn't, blood.
Now it's first dibs. Now
you heard me say first dibs.
You damn lie, bro. You didn't say that, bro. You lying to
tell me I didn't. Hey, blood.
No, you didn't.
You lying. You lying.
You said it's in the rules.
Everybody in the chat just heard me say you get first dibs when you become undisputed and you move up.
You not say
you gotta fight the nigga. You get first dibs. You can say, hey, blood, I was the champ. I blew out the cruiserweight division. I would like to fight Wilder next.
You said it's in the rules. I told you.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No,
yes,
I didn't.
I told you it's not. I told you it's in the WBOs and no one else's. I told you that. You said you're a boxer. I told you
about belt to belt. Niggas know that. Hey, listen, I get what you're saying about with them WBO rules. I get it, blood. I get it. I don't want you to think I don't get it. Okay? Because we arguing and shit. But I do get the actual technical. Listen, blood. I get the actual technical rule, but no. Listen, I get the actual technical rule. But what I'm saying is, if that's gonna be a rule for the WBO, then hold that shit. All them niggas need to be doing it. WBO, WBA, WBC, IBF.
That's what you're saying now. That's not what you said then.
That's what I meant.
Oh, but you meant that now.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean that.
It was jokes earlier. It was just jokes.
I understand what you're saying with the rules, blood. I'm just saying how niggas be like, all right, I'm gonna throw a quote out there. You gotta beat the champion to get the belt. Like, no, you don't, blood. Okay. You know how they say that shit? You gotta beat the champion. You gotta bring the fight to the. No, you gotta win every fight. You gotta win every round 10-9 to beat the champion. I get what you're saying about that one little bit bullshit WBO rule, but I'm saying it's a belt, blood. That rule applies to all belts when you clean out a division, blood. When you clean out a division, you should be dead. You get first dibs. Hey, I'm done with them niggas. I want to get the next big champion.
That's not how it works at all.
I want the next big champion, blood. I should get that.
That's not how it works at all, ever. It's not.
Listen, blood. It don't even work like that with the WBO. That's why Austin Trout is suing. That's why I'm saying the WBO. I don't give a fuck about the rule because Austin Trout was in the top 10 and they moved him out. Made Liam Smith
never undisputed.
Hold on, I never said Austin Trout was undisputed. I said the
WBO.
You
said being undisputed means that you can get a shot at any belt when you move up. That's what you said.
Yes, you should be able to get a shot at any belt.
And it's never been the case.
I know, because you know why? You know why? The WBO don't follow their own rules. That's why I'm just saying it, blood. I said it at the beginning of the chat. Austin Trout is suing the WBO because they moved him out of the rankings. If WBO moving niggas out of the rankings, they not following their own rules. So I don't give a fuck about their rule. That's why I'm throwing this shit to the side. So from one end, you trying to say the WBO is following the rule, but then Austin Trout is suing them for not following the rules.
I never said that. That's not what I said at all. What I said is it is the WBO rules that if you're undisputed and you move up, you get first shot at the champion. That is their rules.
Okay.
Nowhere else the sanctioning body.
And I'm saying they're not even following their own rules.
That it's irrelevant if they're not following it. It is what their rule is.
But then the rules of it is irrelevant in the court of law because they're not following the rule, blood. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Again, I understand following the rule. I get that. But that's not what you said to me. You said it is not a rule, and it is.
Oh, that's fine, blood. If it is a rule.
I know.
But if they're not following the rule doesn't fucking matter.
Well, you're talking about the WBO. And
it don't fucking matter if it's the WBO or the WBC or the WBA or the IBF.
Never was, and you move up, you get your first shot at the WBO belt. If you're
that is fine, but the WBO ain't even following that shit. I'm using that rule for every nigga, blood. I don't give a fuck what their rules is. They not even following the rules about
rules.
Hold on, blood. They not following about the rules anyway, because if you number one as a contender, you should get the first shot. They giving a shot to number 2 niggas. They giving it, and I'm saying I understand why they giving it to them, but that doesn't mean it make it right, blood. They not giving the right shot to the right. All right, I know I got somebody for you to look up. This proves my fact. Look up Castillo Clayton. He been in the top 10 and the sanction.
I know who Crouton Clayton's is. I know who he is. Crouton Clayton's. I know who he is.
All right. Why they not fight? Why ain't nobody fought him?
Who? Why? Who not fighting him?
Castillo Clayton.
Who do you want to fight Crouton Clayton's?
Any one of the welterweights.
All right, cool.
He's been in the top thing.
Let's go ahead and take a peek at Crouton Clayton's.
He might not be. Castillo Clayton, back when Ugas was number one, Castillo Clayton was another number one in the rankings. Hold on.
Crouton Clayton's was never number one.
Go to the rankings. Go to the rankings of welterweight.
Clayton's was never number one.
Go to the rankings at welterweight.
This is the ranking. Oh, well, hold on a second. Hold on.
Those are not.
Crouton Clayton's was never. He was never number one.
Hold on. Wait.
Was never number one ever.
Do you see these number ones? Those are contenders.
Crouton Clayton's was never number one. Never.
Number one, blood. I'm trying to tell you.
Clayton was
Castillo Clayton was number one at one point in time, just like Ugas.
Crouton
Clayton not a lie.
Was never number one ever. Ever in his fucking life, in his career in boxing, he's never been number one ever. But keep trying, though. Keep trying. This nigga said Crouton Clayton's was number one.
But I'm just trying to tell you, blood. I look at the rank because Ugas is in the same spot. Where Ugas at? Ugas was in the IBF at number one. Ugas was in, and so was Mean Machine. Mean Machine was number one in all these sanctions in top 5, blood. And when I find the picture, I'm gonna show it to you.
What picture? You're looking at it. When was Crouton Clayton number one? And just because you find a picture with this nigga having number one on his show.
So you don't want me to show it to you?
I'll show the picture.
All right.
Picture. Please show me where Crouton Clayton's has bought a shirt that says number one on it, and that makes him number one somewhere.
He was top 5 in every sanctioning body, blood. And I was wondering why niggas didn't fight him because I made a video about this shit. I put it on my IG.
Number one is what you said. Crouton Clayton's is what it was number one. He was never number one. Never. In no sanctioning body. That nigga wasn't number one in the IBA. That nigga was not number one in the NABF. Never number one. Keep looking, though. By all means, keep looking.
I'm going to tell you where I found it at, too. I found it on the sanctioning body thing. When I went on, it was either BoxRec or Wikipedia.
Bet.
I'm gonna tell you where I found it at.
My brother Troy, I bet you can find it at your local photo shop near you. Guaranteed. I guarantee you, I'll bet you $10,000 you can find Crouton Clayton's ranked number one in the heavyweight division in your local photo shop near you. Guaranteed. Crouton Clayton's ranked number one in the heavyweight division. Guaranteed. Crouton Clayton's is ranked number one in the WBA, the WBO, the WBC, and the IBF. Guaranteed. Facts. Facts. At your photo shop near you, your very local photo shop, Crouton Clayton's is ranked number one across the board in the heavyweight division.
This shit. Keep cooking, blood. I'm looking.
And Keita Obara, that nigga Keita Obara is ranked number 2 across all the sanction bodies. Bro, hold on a second. That nigga Nurse Zoltan is ranked number 3. That nigga Nurse Zoltan is ranked number 3 in the WBC heavyweight championship. He is in the WBC heavyweight rankings. Nurse Zoltan is ranked number 3. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you him. I'm gonna show you the WBC heavyweight. WBC number 3 ranked champion. Hold up. Where he at? Where's Nurse Zoltan? There he is. There he is. Let me get you right, bro. Because I know you need some help, family. You need some help, so I'm gonna help you out, man.
Hey, blood, I just want you to know I really don't need no help because all this shit I've been saying has actually came true, even from 4 years ago on Ego. Okay. Everything. So, and when you go back and look at this is gonna be the same shit, blood. Niggas just don't get it. It's good.
No, it won't at all. But there he is.
All right.
Number 3 ranked WBC heavyweight contender in the world, Nurse Zoltan.
Who is that?
This nigga said Crouton Clayton's. Hold up. This nigga said Crouton Clayton's is number 1. Crouton Clayton.
I didn't say he was number 1 now, blood. I said I did not. Right. I didn't say he was number 1 right now, blood. I said he was number 1 when Ugas was at the top of the division.
Never number 1.
You just put words in my mouth, blood, and I don't want to keep doing that.
Clayton's was number 1.
He was at the top of the welterweight division because I remember I'm like, who is this nigga Castillo Clayton? I don't even know this nigga. Like I'm being 100 with you. I was like, I don't even know who this nigga is. And he was an Olympian. He's a Haitian Olympian. And
I wasn't born.
Listen, and he cool with Adonis and them. I didn't even know who the nigga was. But I was like, I wonder why niggas ain't fighting him. He ain't got that many fights. And then when I seen him, I said, oh, niggas ain't gonna try to fight him.
In the 1940s. Crouton in the 40s. Bro, Troy, stop, King. You're not gonna find it, brother.
Blood, I'm just trying to find a picture, blood. Cook and do your thing, blood.
Okay, well, go on and keep trying to find it. Go ahead.
Just cook, blood. Just cook. Just cook. Got a lot of pictures, blood. You know, I've been doing this for a minute, nigga. I'm famous.
Hold on a second, y'all. Let me pull this man up. Let me pull him up, bro. I'm gonna pull up Crouton Clayton. So let's pull him up. There he is. Here is Crouton. This is Crouton.
All right. So if he 12 right now, blood, I'm trying to tell you, 2 years ago, when Ugas, he was in the same position, blood. I'm not trying to cap. I don't have no reason to just lie and say that, blood.
Okay. So you said 2 years ago. There he is. Crouton Clayton's right there. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, you know why? Because I was like, damn, this nigga kind of built like me. This was when I was about
2 years ago. 2 years ago was 2018, right? So you're telling me he was ranked in the top, he was ranked number 1 by beating Stefano Dano.
That why you saying that? I know that's you don't understand how you get to be number 1. You don't actually have to beat.
I'm asking you.
Hold on. Listen, you don't actually have to beat a number 1 guy to be number 1. You just have to log a couple 12 rounders on your resume. Do you understand that? How boxing work? Like if you never fought a 12 rounder, you can't fight a championship 12 rounder. Like once you start fighting 12 rounders, they rank you, blood.
I'm asking you. So in 2018.
Yes, because he fighting
number 1.
He fighting long fights, blood. He fighting 12 rounders. He was an Olympian. I'm just saying, blood, because I've been doing this. I look at the thing and say, how did this nigga? Oh, he hired my man Aaron Coley is actually a fighter, blood. He's ranked because once he logged a 12 rounder in, they rank you higher.
So you log a 12 rounder and they rank you number 1.
No, they don't rank you number 1. They go off your past accolades, blood, and who you fought for real. Like the record of the nigga who you fought.
Who the fuck is Gagor Gagavakabis?
What's his record? What's his record?
Who? Gagor?
Yeah, what's his record?
What's his record? Gagor.
What's his record?
28-9.
28-9. They're gonna give him a boost up for that, blood. Because niggas ain't out here beating 28-9 niggas.
So they're going to boost him to number 1.
I didn't say they boosted him to number 1 right now, blood, but he was in the top 5, blood. You see, he 12 now. He was in the top 5.
That does not mean you started number 1 and go back to 12 2 years.
He did. I didn't say he started at number 1. He was in the top 5.
You said he was number 1. Now
I'm trying to tell you, blood.
Okay, so he was number 1 by beating Gorga Gagabis and Stefano Tony Danza's nephew. You're telling me by beating them 2 bums that made him number 1 2 years ago.
I just told you it's not about who you fight as far as the name. It's about their record and if they log 12 rounds. That's just how boxing works.
I'm gonna do something for you, bro. Let me do something for you. Hold on, I'm gonna help you out. Because you need help, brother.
Actually, I don't, blood.
You do. Because you do.
Everything I say, if you don't get it now, listen, you will get it. Because remember, I was the first nigga to say niggas need to work on their defense and niggas wasn't that nice. And all y'all niggas was on my ass, blood.
I'm gonna figure this out. All right. So 2 years ago, was 2018. 2018. Danny Garcia fought Brandon Rios, Sean Porter. When in the fuck was Crouton Clayton's ranked number 1? Because Brandon Rios and Danny Garcia fought. Then Danny Garcia fought Sean Porter.
Hey, when was Brandon Rios number 1?
I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If Brandon Rios wasn't even number 1,
guys,
he fought Brandon Rios. Come on, man.
They're number 1s.
But what is you talking about, bro?
No, what are you talking about?
Why would you even bring up Brandon Rios and Danny Garcia and he not even number 1? He wasn't even close to being number 1.
Was number 1. That's what you said.
No, he was, and he was in the top 5, blood.
Where was he number 1?
The person killed me. I never knew the nigga. That's why I'm bringing him up now. I don't give a fuck about Castillo Clayton. I'm just asking why nobody never fought him when he was in the top 5 in every section.
That's why. He's a bum. That's why.
No, he was an Olympian.
So
he was an Olympian.
An Olympic bum. That's why nobody fights.
All right, bro. See, that's not now what you doing. You ain't keeping it 100, and that's when that joking stop with me. That's when the joking stop.
Here we go. Oh, so now the joke is gonna stop.
Yeah, because you saying niggas is bums. I can't really agree with that because my niggas be losing the niggas they call bums.
A loss does not make you a bum. A loss don't make you a bum. Never did I ever say that. You just said that.
How is Castillo Clayton a bum?
Because he is a bum. That's why nobody wants to fight him. Because he's a bum. He don't do nothing for nobody.
That don't even make sense.
It makes perfect sense.
No, it don't. That you have given no technical reason why he's a bum. Give me a technical reason why he a bum, not just because he a bum. Give me a technical reason.
Okay, so who did Crouton Clayton beat to show that he's
18-0? He 18-0.
Who did he beat to show he's anything?
He 18-0.
Who did he beat to say he's anything? Who did he beat?
That's why I'm asking why nobody fought him when he was in the top 5 and he was in the
He was never in the top 5. I know who fought him because he was never in the top 5. Never. Crouton Clayton's. So you're telling me that Crouton Clayton's was in the top 5 and then just went backwards to number 12?
For the same reason I told you that Austin Trout was in the top 10 and he was supposed to get a rematch with Canelo. They moved him out of the top 10. They made a fight with him and Liam Smith. Canelo won the WBO. That's facts. He's suing the WBO.
So that has nothing to do with Crouton Clayton's. That has nothing to do with Crouton Clayton's being number 5 and then all of a sudden being number 12.
Hey, listen, blood. I just proved it, blood.
You didn't prove nothing.
I just proved it, blood. So Austin Trout ain't suing, cousin?
So Austin Trout's not suing the WBO. Yes, he is suing the WBO.
Why he suing the WBO?
So then why isn't Crouton Clayton?
No, why is he suing the WBO?
Because they did him dirty.
All right, then.
All right,
then. Clayton is not even in a position to sue because he haven't got in the position.
He never was in a position.
He was in the position and he still
never in a position.
If he would have won the title and that shit happened, he would pull the same. I'm telling you, blood.
You ain't telling me nothing. I've been studying this shit for a long time, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you study it, but I did it.
Clayton was never top 5 ever.
What Loaded Luck say? You wrote the book. I am the book.
You're the book. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly why Loaded Luck said
that. What year was Crouton Clayton number 1? What year was he number 1? You said it
was in 2018, blood. I'm not about to.
Okay. Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Danny Garcia and Sean Porter were number 1. So in what sanctioning body was he number 1?
The WBO.
The WBO. Cool.
Because you know why? He was in the top 5 because at one point Eagles was number 1, and
I am very glad you said that,
Clayton was in the top 5 of all sanctionings for years, bro.
I'm very glad you said that.
Eagles, Kavalauskas, and Castillo Clayton has been in the rankings for years, bro. They was in the top 5 for years.
Yeah, they were. Yep, sure. All right. What? And when is this? Let's start in January.
Oh, you can do this? Oh, we can see then.
Oh yeah, I can do that. There's Crouton Clayton.
Wait, go back.
There he is in January, right there.
Now go back a year.
A year. 2017.
Go back a year.
No, because you said in 2018.
I know. Go back a year.
Okay, fine. Let's go back a year. Why not? Because I told you this is what I do.
Okay, that's fine, blood. Go back a year.
Let me know when you see Crouton Clayton's.
Hey, go back one more. If he ain't in there, you got that body. If he ain't in there, you got that body.
No, I knew I had the body from the beginning. I knew I had it from the beginning.
Go back one more year, bud. What is that, 2017?
Why not? Because you said it. My brother said it. Let's go back another year. Let's see. Errol's at 13. Terrace, Dimitri, Randall Bailey, Konstantin Podomarov, Skeet, Jeff Horn, Algeria, Marcus, Amir Khan, and so I'm just curious. You let me know when you want me to stop. Do you want me to go back another year?
You telling me this nigga Egus ain't even in there?
Do you want me to go back another year?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
No,
that's
it's a body bag. It's not bullshit.
You got. Hey, hold on. That's a body. That's a body. Listen, I've been bodied before.
And you just got bodied again.
Yeah, I got bodied one time. Blood, that's okay.
No, you got bodied plenty of times.
Can you go back one more time for me? Just from 2015? Because I just want to see, blood, how they doing this shit.
You want me to go back again? You want to go back again?
That's weak. That's weak. That's weak. That's why I gotta find this pick, dog.
I can go back another year if you want.
Go ahead.
Why not?
Why not, bud?
Why not? Fuck it. Why not? Let's go to 2014. Damn. Hold on a second. We might want to see when this nigga started.
Yeah, go. That's what I was about to say. Go see when he started boxing, blood.
Let's just see when this nigga started.
It would just make no sense to me.
The nigga started in 2014. So you're telling me he just came into.
All right. And that's what I'm telling you, blood, because he didn't even, at the time I seen the shit, he didn't even have 18 fights, my nigga. And that's when I was like, well, damn, how is this nigga so far up in the rankings? He don't have that many fights. And I looked and I said, oh, he's an Olympian.
I know how you seen that. I know how.
Blood, I'm just trying to tell you what I seen.
I know how you seen it, bro. I know. You was sleeping, right?
No, I'm just trying, because I didn't know nothing about Egus either. I didn't know shit about Egus or
then you was like, damn, Crouton Clayton, this nigga's number 5. Oh, he number 1. These croutons is the best in the world.
Hey, blood, I never even knew the nigga. It's funny all day, but I never knew blood. I never knew blood. I only really pay attention to champion niggas. Niggas with that type of
best in the world.
I never knew about Canadian because that's what I'm trying to tell you is facts off the simple fact. I don't know Castillo. I'm not. He not.
No, because you don't know him, I make the fact.
He's not my favorite. Egus and Castillo Clayton was in the top 5 and all these sanctionings, and I was wondering why they wasn't getting fights.
This nigga Egus had a draw with fucking Ray Robinson, but mysteriously, and they fought for the mandatory. A draw, but mysteriously he becomes a mandatory. Mysteriously.
That's because I tried to tell him and Castillo was in the top of the division for a long time, and he's an Olympian, bro. I explained that earlier. I'm consistent.
What division is you talking about, my nigga? The heavyweights?
No. It's funny, but all right.
You lost, my dude. Ray Robinson and Green Beans fought to a draw, but yet mysteriously, and they were fighting for the WBO mandatory. That fight was for the WBO mandatory. But yet, when this nigga had a draw, mysteriously Green Beans became the mandatory. For your boy. But you want your boy to sit on the shelf and do nothing and wait for Errol to fight everybody else and then fight him.
What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
Nothing. That's called a duck.
No, it's not.
Yes,
if
it
he's
is.
still gonna fight him, what's wrong? Why he can't wait for Errol, blood?
He can wait, but it's called a duck.
How? If he's waiting for Earl, it's a duck?
Yes, it is. He's ducking everybody else by waiting for Earl.
Hey, a king can't duck nobody. A king only
if he can't duck nobody, if he can't fight Boots.
That don't even make sense.
Fight Gary Russell. Fight Boots. Fight Gary Russell. Fight Kell Brook. Fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman. Fight.
For what?
Okay,
I don't even think Errol Spence should be fighting Danny. Errol Spence don't need to fight Danny, blood.
Okay. Well,
yeah, like we putting a lot of on there. Errol Spence don't need to fight Danny.
But since Manny didn't want to fight Errol,
you duck Danny.
Going to fight Bud. But since Bud
Danny, blood,
fight me next. Don't fight me next. I will not get credit for fighting you. Don't fight me next. So then Errol's fighting is mandatory.
Oh, I know why he said that. Damn, he right.
Of course you do.
He said that because dude came off the accident and they gonna blame him for the accident. He want to see how he look against Danny after he beat Danny. Then if he blazed Danny, then he beat Earl, he gonna say ain't nobody got no excuse. He looked it good. I beat him. There's no excuses. But if he come off the accident and beat him, he feel like they're gonna make excuses. That's pretty easy to see.
Oh, so he wants, okay, I get it. So Bud wants to make sure that Errol is in top shape before he fights him, right? That's what you're saying to me.
I feel like, no, I don't feel because I know a nigga, because niggas be on me like that. I feel Bud because he like, because niggas is really like, even Sean was like, listen, I don't care what he doing. He can run all day. I want to see what he looks like to take a punches.
To see Errol, he needs to make sure Errol is in tip-top shape against a Danny Garcia who is a top fucking 5 fighter. He need to make sure he's one against Danny Garcia before he fights Bud. That's what Bud wants to do. Bud wants to make sure he's good so that when I beat him, there's no excuse, right? That's what you're saying to me.
Yeah, I don't see why that's like not a valid reason.
Good. Perfect. So who in the top 5 has Bud beat for EJ to say, when I beat Bud? Don't tell me he was too little or blah, blah, blah.
Bud never came off a horrendous car accident, bro. I don't even know why you even bringing that up.
Who has Bud beat?
That's not a valid question. That's not a valid question.
To say, I need
to see this man, bro.
I need to see this man against a top 5 fighter. So
that's not a valid question. He beat Jeff Horn. He was a WBO. Now, if you want to say whatever you want to say it, blood.
No, it's not whatever I want to say.
The dude got into an accident. He's literally trying to see. You heard what Sean Porter said, blood.
Errol Spence himself said, I am fine.
I don't give a fuck what Errol said.
I want Bud. That's what he said.
Hey, blood. All right, you right, blood.
I know I'm right.
You're right, blood. Because if he get in there and he get fucked up the first fight by taking a hard shot, ain't nobody gonna be laughing. So y'all can laugh all day. Y'all niggas ain't gonna be laughing. And I'm with Bud. I want to see how he look.
Beats Errol Spence, then that's Bud Crawford's fucking miss out. He should have fought him then.
No, if he beat him, that's it. Dude wasn't never back.
Okay, so he was.
Dude was never back, Bud. Come on, bro. I'm not gonna act like that car accident didn't play a major factor.
So Danny Garcia is not a good fighter.
But I'm not saying none of that, blood. You just everything I'm saying.
Errol Spence losing the game.
You're not saying listening to nothing I'm saying, blood. I'm not saying none of that.
Is the excuse for Errol Spence if he loses to Danny? So the excuse is his accident. That's the excuse.
I'm not saying that's the excuse, but I would say that. Listen, if he get hit with one shot and he can't take it and he don't look the same, I'm gonna say it was the accident, blood. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna give a fuck what Earl say. Because that's what a fighter's supposed to do.
Larte rocked Errol Spence with no accident. 0 accident. Rocked him. Damn near knocked him out.
Hey, blood, I get it. But
no, you don't get it.
I seen that. I seen that fight too. He did rock him. That nigga was like, that nigga Earl was like, I seen it. And that's what led me to say he didn't have defense a couple years ago. So now what I'm saying, if you already don't have the technical skills as slipping and staying away from punches and the high guard is your main defense, and you just got in the head trauma like Edwin Valero, who got into a car accident and had head trauma and then continued fight and then eventually killed his wife because he had head trauma. That's facts. Errol Spence can go through the same problems, bro, when you have head trauma over an accident. Listen, I know it's all fun and games, but with boxing, we get to certain touchy subjects where then I just stop joking. Hey, blood, after the Danny fight, I want to see what if he look against the Danny fight, then it's good. It's good. If not, take more time off, bro.
So who has Bud beat any top guy since he's been there for anybody to say that he is a top guy. Who's he beat?
He beat Jeff Horn and Egas because Egas is a top welterweight, blood.
Egas is a top welterweight.
He's a top welterweight. He was undefeated, blood. 21-0 and an Olympian, bro.
Ray Robinson. If Errol Spence beat Ray Robinson, you gonna give him credit?
If he beat nah, because Ray Robinson ain't on. How was
Ray
Ray
Robinson had a draw with green beans, but you're not gonna give Errol credit for beating Ray Robinson? But you give Bud credit for beating
I will give Bud more leeway for beating Egas because Egas was an Olympian.
And
on
he had
top
a draw
of being
with
undefeated.
where he arguably lost. I don't give a fuck if he was Olympian. He fought Ray Robinson and got his ass whipped.
That's fine.
Okay,
you
then.
asked me a question.
Give somebody credit.
You said
give him more credit for the guy that beat
him. If he fights Ray Robinson, I would give Egas more credit because Egas has better credentials. He's also undefeated and was an Olympian. I stated that earlier in the
Ray Robinson. He was not undefeated. They gifted this man a draw.
Has he a loss?
Okay, let me say it again. They gifted him a draw. Draw.
Does he have a loss?
So again, so if you're going to
was
give
he an Olympian
credit for beating green beans, but you won't give Errol credit for beating Ray Robinson, who
beat. You said Errol. My bad, blood. I thought you said Bud. I thought you said Bud the credit. I thought we on Bud. I will give Errol Spence if he beat Ray Robinson. Oh, bet you about to make slot. Oh shit, we forgot. You on my ass? I got bodied twice today.
No,
hey, I'll go get it when you done.
More than twice.
The receipt is in the thing. The receipt is in the thing.
More than twice.
Hey, this is probably like my first time being wrong ever, but not far as the Castillo being number one thing, because that was true. But wait, how did I get bodied today? Explain how I got bodied. I want you to explain that. Explain how I got a body, because now I'm thinking about it. I don't really think I got bodied, blood. Explain it. Explain the body technically.
Explain the body.
Explain the body, nigga. Explain how you bodied me. I can explain anytime how I body somebody. Explain it.
So you didn't just say that Crouton Clayton's was ranked number one.
I said the time I seen him in the WBO, him and Egas Kavalauskas was ranked number one. Whether they there today or not, that's the only reason I know those two fighters. I'm only telling you this because I know those two fighters because I'm looking at the top five and I'm looking at who is the champion in each division.
What year, what time did you see this fucking bum at number one? That is what we call a body. Telling me that Bud Crawford can sit on the shelf and not fight nobody. No one. Just sit around and do nothing. Fight nobody.
I don't think y'all know how this boxing shit work. Yes, you can sit around and do shit. Okay. You the boxer. You the boss. You can do whatever you want, blood. I don't think y'all get that. Listen, I know y'all want to see a fight, but you can sit around and do whatever. Floyd used to do it.
Okay.
Floyd used to do it.
Crawford can sit around and fight no one and wait for Errol Spence. And then after sitting around, fighting no one and waiting for Errol Spence, after Errol Spence gets all the other belts, then Bud gets 50-50 with Errol.
Oh, if Errol get all the belts, but that's what I'm telling you. I said that they're well, I didn't say that. PBC is doing that so they can have the a guy.
No shit. Which is why Errol Spence said, if you want to fuck up my plan, I'm fighting Manny, Danny, Sean, and Keith. If you want to fuck up my plan, 60-40 and let's get it popping. Otherwise,
no, and that's what I'm saying. It can't be 60-40. Listen, this proves my point, blood. This proves my point. If PBC is trying to get Errol all the belts so he can be A side, that doesn't mean
already the A side
right now, blood.
He's already the A side.
No, he not, because they're trying to make him A-side. That's why they're
trying to make him nothing. He's already the A-side. Already.
He's not A-side right now because he don't have the better accolades.
Errol Spence right now is the A-side. You're talking about
right now.
Yeah, right now.
But
yes.
Before, listen, but before when he just had the IBF, he wasn't.
So when he had the IBF, Errol
just
Spence,
the IBF.
When he had the IBF, Errol Spence's pay-per-views were not bigger than Bud Crawford's.
Listen, I explained that earlier in the live. Even though his pay-per-views were.
You didn't say a damn thing about pay-per-views. So I'm asking you again.
I'm gonna explain it one more time.
Pay-per-view. That's not one more time. It's the first time.
I'm gonna explain it one more time.
No, it's the first time.
If you sell and you're an Olympian, but you don't have as many accolades as somebody who was a pro before you, you can't get 60-40 like that. That's what I said, blood. I said you have to find a happy balance. You can't just say, I'm going to give this nigga 40 because you're not the real A-side. Even though you're an Olympian and you sell pay-per-views, but you're not a 35-pound champion. You're not a Hall of Famer today.
This nigga spent 40 minutes talking about how being in an amateur record, or if you don't consider the amateur.
Hey, is Terrence Crawford a Hall of Famer today? Yes or no? Is Terrence Crawford a Hall of Famer today? Yes or no?
Olympian. If you don't consider Olympian, this conversation.
I said all of this. Is Terrence Crawford
talking that dumbass shit, and now you're gonna say,
I'm gonna let you finish so I can talk again and say the same thing I've been saying.
And the pros. What?
Keep going.
You spent 40 minutes telling me that dumbass shit, and now it's what Bud did in the pros.
I said that, blood. We talked about Usyk. We talked about all these boxers. I said you have to find a happy balance. You can never approach a nigga with a 60-40, and he a Hall of Famer. And today, he was a 135-pound champion, blood, an undisputed pound champion, and he's the WBO. Even though you got good pay-per-view numbers and you're a two-time champion, you can't give me 40% of the pay because of my pro accolades. I said that. You just be fair, blood, and said I said that.
Oh, you did.
I did, blood. I said that. I said that, blood.
My nigga, make sure you rewatch this, King. Make sure you rewatch
it, blood.
Say none of that shit.
I did, blood. When we first started, I kept saying it. You said, well, how is dude gonna get this much money? I said, blood, you gotta find a balance. You can't just say, hey, blood, we going 60-40. Hey, hold on, blood. I was a 35-pound champion, a 140 undisputed, and I'm the WBO. I gotta get more than 40, bro. At least get 55. Like, we gotta do, I at least get 45, 55.
That's not what he said.
60, 40, bro. It don't work like that.
And I would have been A-okay with Bud saying, well, shit, let's negotiate. Let's do a 55-45. I would be
after this, email me your number because I got more shit. But that's for off the air, because you know if some of these niggas businesses is involved.
I'm gonna put it in the private chat for you.
Yeah, do that. But yeah, blood. Hold on, I'm still looking.
It's in the private chat.
How you check that?
It should be. I see you. Yeah.
I'm new to. I'll be using Zoom and shit.
Yeah, it's all good, fam. I ain't tripping off of it. All I'm telling you right now, bro, is, and I'm letting you know, bro, this is light work for me. I just want you to know this. This is light work for me, bro. Easy work for me. Very easy. Very easy. I can refute everything that you said to me. Everything.
Blood, but I don't think you understand the business, blood. You don't.
I do. I very much
don't, blood.
Yes, I do.
Because you saying niggas shouldn't get paid.
I did not say you shouldn't get paid.
Due to the accolades. Like, it has to be a happy balance between amateurs and what you did in the pros. Cool. If you're active in the pros. And it has to be, listen, this is all that factors in. What you did in the amateurs, that shows what you can get in the pros. Then once you do in the pros, that's good. But then once you become a champion, then that's a step. Then once you get to pay-per-view, that's a different bag. Now, Terrence Crawford fought on pay-per-view before Errol, blood, if I'm not mistaken, with Victor Postol, even though it was on an undercard.
He did 50,000 pay-per-views. It was not an undercard. It was the main card. And he was the
Mando?
He was Terrence Crawford fought Postol and on the main card. That was not an undercard. It was the main card. And he did.
I didn't know. That's what I said. I could be mistaken.
Okay.
All right.
He did 50.
He fought him first. Yes, he did 50 racks. But listen, I'm not using this as an excuse. But when is Top Rank ever promoted Bud like they do Lomachenko?
I'm not caring.
I know you don't, but
I don't.
I'm just saying.
I know the deal. I know they don't, but that's irrelevant to this conversation.
No, it's not, because you talking about his pay-per-view numbers.
That's a whole different conversation. What pay-per-views was Lomachenko have?
He never did a pay-per-view.
And what you saying to me?
You know why? Because he don't fucking do the numbers.
So what you saying to me then? Because
that's what I'm telling you. If they don't even promote, if Lomachenko ain't even been on pay-per-view, and they don't even promote Bud, and they give him a pay-per-view, I'm just saying, blood.
Let me say it again. You said they don't promote. They promote Lomachenko better, and they do. Bud has to. Lomachenko does not.
And that's my point.
What point is that?
Even if he did get on pay-per-view, they don't promote him. He's gonna have 50,000 buys, blood.
What point are you making to me?
You can't even see that? That's why I said I didn't want to make that an excuse, but
what point are you making to me?
If he was on any other promotional company, he would have.
Lomachenko don't have any.
Because it ain't worth it, blood.
So why did you bring it up?
I brought it up because they don't promote the nigga right. So saying that he don't have good pay-per-views is not even a thing. You can't even put that as a factor.
If you don't want to promote the nigga, if you don't want to promote him, then don't put him on pay-per-view.
Hey, blood. That's the part I can't answer.
If you're not going to promote him, don't put him on pay-per-view. But the facts are the facts. And the pay-per-views, his pay-per-views, both of them combined didn't do one of EJ's. That is a fact.
That is a fact, blood.
So don't tell me that pay-per-view don't matter.
I said that's a factor of why they give you the money, blood.
It's my accolade.
Pay-per-view numbers ain't the all be all, blood. It's not.
They're not. No, they're not.
But that's what I'm saying.
Views are included in that too.
But that's what I'm saying.
What you saying?
You can't just say your pay-per-view. You could be a one-time champion and get pay-per-view numbers, blood. But then when you get a nigga who got multiple championships, you gotta say, hey, blood, I don't give a fuck about your pay-per-view numbers. You can't just pay me anything. I'm actually over you. As of Demetrius Andrade and DeCarlo. I can just keep going. Like, I've been a champion. I'm a two-time champion. Like, I get it. Y'all popular, my nigga, but you not the A side.
Nothing to do with popularity. Facts are facts. And you're not saying any of them.
All right. You're right, bro.
This was the wrong idea for you to do. All right.
No, it ain't, bro. It's never the wrong idea because I'm speaking facts.
What you should have did is you should have researched first.
I don't need to research.
You do.
Like that. I don't
this
do
was
all
very
that.
bad.
I don't do all that researching, blood.
Bro, I've been watching you since you was on ego shit. I've been watching you for a long time. I got zero.
And that's the thing. I never researched not one time, bro. I just watch boxing.
Is bad, bro, because I've been destroying you consistently.
Bad. Bro, you haven't destroyed shit because you haven't really answered none of my questions.
Badly. Not even, bro. And I could have gone a lot.
You haven't answered none of my questions, blood. I've answered all your
question you asked me. Every single one. Every one of them. I've answered every question you asked.
All right. So why did Errol Spence choose to fight Danny Garcia instead of Terrence Crawford?
Because Terrence Crawford said, "Don't fight me next." I showed you the article. What are you talking about? Did you forget? Hold on. You might have forgot. I'll put it up again.
So why are you mad? So why are you mad at Terrence Crawford for not wanting to fight nobody?
Bag.
So why are you mad at Terrence Crawford for not wanting to fight?
Fight
Keith
who?
Thurman. He wants to fight Errol, blood.
So why not fight Keith Thurman? Errol's fighting Danny Garcia.
You know what I think it is? You don't want that nigga Bud to fight Errol, blood.
Of course I do. I got bread on it. Of course I want him to fight.
Yes, I don't really want that nigga to fight, blood.
Oh, this is where you're going. All right, I know where you're going.
You don't really want that nigga to fight.
So now I don't want him to fight.
I feel like y'all making up excuses for the nigga Errol.
What excuse did I make up for Errol?
He could have just fought the cousin, blood.
How could he fight Bud when Bud said, "Don't fight me next"?
Listen. Well, then Bud, he has the right to fight Bud. He has the right to go here and say it.
How can he
came on here and said both of the niggas should just fight each other instead of fighting all these other niggas, blood.
Bud when Bud said, "Don't fight me next"? How can he fight him? Is he supposed to hit him in the head, caveman style? Glaze him up in the ring.
If that's the case, wait on the Pacquiao shit.
No, that is the case. It's not if that's the case. I'm showing you. What are you talking about? I'm showing you. That is the case.
That's fine. I'm
No, it ain't
talking
fine.
about
It's
Earl
fine.
now.
Ask me this question.
I'm talking about Earl because Bud is out the picture. Bud is out the picture.
I don't answer none of your questions. I've been asking you questions. I asked you this, and I asked you, and I answered it again. This is the second time I answered it.
Okay, now Bud is out the question.
Body bag. Yes.
Now, is Earl gonna fight Bud next, or he gonna fight Pacquiao next?
They're both champions. Look, we'll see. Let's see. Who is Bud gonna fight next?
He looking for Earl or Pacquiao. He ain't budging.
He's looking for Earl or
And
Pacquiao.
if he do, I'm gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see it, and I'm gonna be on Bud's ass.
No, you won't.
Yes, I am, because I'm on these niggas'
you
ass.
won't. No, you won't. Because if you was gonna Bud's ass, then you would be on Bud's ass for fighting green beans.
Hey, Blood, did you watch my past interviews when I used to be saying Bud wasn't that good?
I watched your shit, bro. I watched a lot of your shit.
Yeah, you didn't watch all of it.
You didn't watch all of mine either. Because this is
because I used to be dogging Bud too, saying he wasn't shit to me.
And I was dogging Errol, saying Errol was strategically ducking Bud.
I was literally saying Bud wasn't shit until he fights somebody.
I never said Bud wasn't shit, and I never said
I did.
I did say that Errol was strategically ducking Bud. I did say that multiple times. Did a 6-hour live stream, 6 or 8 hour live stream, one of the two. 6 or 8 hour live stream debating Errol Spence diehard fans that Errol Spence strategically is ducking Bud Crawford for 6 or 8 hours, and the live is still up.
Why are we even still on this then?
What do you mean? Why are we still on it? Because he ain't ducking him. He ain't strategically ducking him. I said he's strategically.
You just said you made a live that he was.
Okay, so let me run this back again. Yes, Errol said I'm fighting Manny, Danny, Porter, and Thurman.
So why did you do a live saying he was
fighting you last? That's what he said. So I did a 6 or 8 hour live saying that Errol is strategically ducking Bud because of that. Then later on, Errol said, "Nigga, if you want to fuck up my plans, 60-40 and let's get it popping."
But you're not the man to ask for 60-40.
Said no, and Bud said no, 50-50.
So this is why we got the argument. This is why we arguing.
All of my attention now is on Bud Crawford.
This is why we arguing, blood. All right, hold on. This is why we arguing. You saying
because Bud?
Hold on. No, you said that Bud was strategically ducking.
No, I said Errol.
No, okay, my bad. You said Errol was strategically ducking a man named Terrence Bud Crawford. Pay me in Bud. Second,
no,
pay me in Bud.
That's not what I said. I said Errol is strategically ducking Bud. He's fighting Manny, Danny, Thurman, and Mikey. That's what I said. Because that's what Errol said. Yes, that's what I said. Because that's what Errol said. And so I was on that for a while until Errol said, "Fuck it. If you want to fuck up my plans, which I told to your face, then and then it's going to cost you 60-40, and we can get." And then Bud said no. That's why Bud. That's why I'm on Bud.
All right, now I'm going to answer that. That's what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Oh, that's what you said. I'm going to answer that. Bud said no to 60-40 because Errol Spence is not any multi-time champion, bro. I explained that.
I'll let you on the show and wait for Errol to fight Manny, Danny, Mikey, Sean, Keith. He can shut the fuck up and sit his ass on the sideline and wait then.
All right. I'm trying to answer your question.
That's very simple. Very simple.
I'm trying to answer it. You gonna let me answer it?
You're going to fuck up EJ's plans and take the
Hold on. You didn't let me answer.
Fuck up and sit on the sideline and wait. There's your choices.
Can I answer now?
There's nothing to answer. That is the answer.
Can I answer?
That is the answer.
I didn't answer none of your question. Can I answer it?
I didn't ask you a question. That is the question.
No, you said you've been bodying me. I want to address it
multiple times.
No, I want to address it. Because now I know exactly what you're saying. You're saying the conversation they had one-on-one that Bud they said they wanted to scrap. And dude said, no, if you want to fuck up my plan, 60-40. And I'm telling you, Errol is wrong for saying 60-40 because all right.
It was not a one-on-one.
You're not trying to get to work. You're not trying to let me work with you because I'm trying to talk.
What work? That was not a one-on-one. I'm correcting you. Remember you said to interrupt you when I need to correct you? Remember that?
Yeah.
Interrupted you.
Well, all right. When they was talking amongst each other, however you want to say it, when they was having a group discussion, him and Bob, him and these other niggas, and before Bob even got there, he said,
no, Bob was there.
All right. Well, he said, hey, I want to get some work with you. He said 60-40.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said then. No, that did not happen then.
All right, say it again. Say it one more time.
What happened in that interview is a guy, but I don't know who the dude is. It's one of EJ's boys. Asked Bob Arum multiple times, when are they going to get in the ring? Multiple times. Bob Arum refused to answer. Bob Arum said, we're all brothers after all.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
Yes, we are. That's the conversation. That is the conversation.
Get on this 60-40 shit.
That is that's a whole different interview. That's a whole different interview.
That's all I want to talk about. I want to talk about this 50-50, 60-40. That's all I want to talk about.
That's not the interview. You brought that up. You said that's what it was.
No, you did.
No, I did.
During the interview,
I never said that. No, I didn't.
They're not getting a little bit of money, and they not. That's what you just said.
You mentioned, and you tied it to the interview where Bob Arum was there. I did not. I told you that was a different interview.
Hey, why they ain't fighting? Because dude don't want to take the 60-40? Is that why they're not fighting?
Yes.
All right, that's what I want to talk about.
Then let's talk about it. I'm tied to something it wasn't tied to.
All right. When did they discuss this? 60-40, 50-50 shit.
When did they discuss it? Last year.
When did they first discuss it? Or
last year, they didn't discuss. It was an interview that they asked Errol. And Errol said, we can do 60-40. Let's get it popping.
All right.
And then he did, and then Bud did another interview after that when they told Bud, hey, Errol said 60-40, y'all can fight. And Bud said, no, 50-50.
All right.
Or no fight.
Okay. That's what I want to talk about. Because that's why the fight ain't happening.
Then let's talk about it.
Errol Spence is not in a position to say 60-40. I just said
Bud Crawford needs to shut the fuck up and wait.
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
You're not understanding. What is he asking?
Because you didn't listen. Can I finish?
What's he asking?
Errol Spence is not in the position to say, if you want to fight, we could fight 60-40, blood.
Why isn't he in that position?
Because he don't have the same accolades in a professional level. I can finish. I gotta finish. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this and I'm done. I gotta finish this and I'm done. I just gotta finish this and I'm done. Because this is the topic we talk about. I gotta finish this and I'm done. Errol Spence can't say that because even though he has good pay-per-view numbers, he was an Olympian, and
Bud wasn't an Olympian.
Can I finish?
I just gotta make sure I told me to do.
Errol Spence cannot say 60-40 because
why can't he?
Because even though he started at 47, he's not a multi-division champion. He didn't do more than Errol Spence. I mean, he didn't do more than Bud. He's done more on the amateur level, and he got a decent pay-per-view numbers.
Cool. Okay, perfect.
I'm not finished.
He's got way better. So then why did Floyd and
I'm
Manny
not finished.
So why did Manny get
I'm not finished.
So why didn't Manny get
I'm not finished.
Manny has more accolades.
I'm not finished.
Way more accolades. 8 division.
I'm not finished.
8 division champion. Multiple ring magazine champions. Multiple lineal champions.
We're not talking about Pacquiao. We're talking about 60.
Of course we ain't. Of course, because you ain't a consistent nigga.
Listen, I said it earlier in the chat. It has to be a fine balance between what you did in the pros and the amateurs, pay-per-view numbers and everything.
Nigga, 60-40 is a fine balance.
That's not accurate.
60-40 is a very fine balance, which is
not a balance, blood.
Which is why Deontay Wilder agreed to 60-40 with Anthony Joshua. It's a
that's not a balance for that.
It's a very, very
fine.
Listen,
bro, we're not Deontay Wilder is not a multi-division champion, blood.
Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao did 60-40. It is a very good deal.
That's not a good deal for a nigga, man.
It's a
naming niggas with different accolades. Bud got more accolades than Errol Spence. We're not talking about
got more accolades than
Blood.
And Manny
talking about 60
more
40.
accolades.
Hey, is you trying to talk about 60-40 with Earl and Bud or not?
And Manny Pacquiao has more.
Is you trying to talk about 60-40 with Bud and Earl or not?
We are, because Manny Pacquiao.
All right, then. Let's talk about Bud and Earl 60-40. Okay.
And what are we comparing it to? Because Floyd Mayweather versus
listen, we comparing it to their own resumes and accolades for what I described earlier in the chat. That's why I keep saying it. Earl Spence was an Olympian. If you just listen to me, bro.
What?
Just listen to me.
I've been listening, and you've been saying
Earl Spence was an Olympian. He did decent pay-per-view numbers. Decent. But he doesn't have more professional accolades than Bud.
Combined.
All right. You don't want to get it. You don't want to work for it.
One of his pay-per-views did triple than both of Bud's combined.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
You can say it as many times as you want.
How many pay-per-views Errol did, Blood?
One. Did
one pay-per-view with decent numbers. That doesn't outweigh the fact that Bud is a 35-pound champion, an undisputed 140 champion, and the WBO.
Bro, you're getting destroyed here, homie.
No, I'm not. Because you don't understand how that don't work. And that's why I'm done with it, Blood. I'm just done.
On a body bag.
Blood, I understand you want to get a body bag.
No, I don't. I don't get a body bag. Nigga, it's what I do.
That's not a 60-40 fight, Blood. It's not. That's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight, Blood.
Oh, yeah.
Earl didn't want to take 50-50 because it's a chance.
If that's the case,
you don't want to take the low end of stick if you're going to lose, Blood.
You said you don't want to take 50-50 if you're going to lose?
You don't want to take the 60-40 if it's a chance. And I'm saying that to Bud, too.
You don't want to take the 60-40 if it's a chance you're going to lose?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying it to Bud, too.
So then why was Wild willing to take 60-40?
Why who? I'm talking about Bud and Spence. That's all I give a fuck about.
Of course you are. Because
I'm talking about Bud. That's what we don't here to talk about. Why you talking about other niggas? I finally got it what you were talking about. We talking about Bud and Earl now fighting because a nigga didn't want to take 60-40 in a 50-50 fight. That's not fair. That's not fair.
So Bud wants to cash out. So you're telling me Bud?
It's not fair. It's not fair.
So
it's not one pay-per-view don't matter. Cash out. Undisputed at 140 and a 35-pound champion, and I'm a 3-time champion, bro. And I'm a 3-time division champion and a champion at undisputed, bro.
The fuck what, man?
Just because you did one pay-per-view, that don't mean you get 60-40.
It don't work like that. And both of them are better than both Buds.
It still doesn't work like that.
It does work that way.
It doesn't, Blood.
That's why yes, it does. Yes, it does. Which is the reason why Mike Tyson versus
it doesn't, Blood. We're not talking about Mike Tyson
versus Lennox Lewis. Mike Tyson made more.
It doesn't work like that, Blood. We talking about Bud
because
Earl,
Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, the highest grossing heavyweight fight in boxing history. Mike Tyson made more than Lennox Lewis because Mike Tyson's pay-per-views was more.
Hey,
his numbers were bigger.
Hey,
the numbers that add up equal the numbers of the fucking purse. Now I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, Floyd. That's the same thing. That's the same thing as Floyd and Manny. That's not the same thing as Bud and Errol, Blood.
It's the exact same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
The same thing.
No, it's not.
It's the exact same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And them niggas at a such high level,
his crying ass on the sideline.
And these niggas ain't at that level, Bud.
While he's sitting there waiting for Errol Spence to get 3 belts and beat Manny.
That's not the same thing, bro. That's not the same thing. I'm sorry. That's not.
If he gets 15.
I'm sorry, bro. That's not a body. I have to take that body back.
This conversation
not the same thing, Blood. Let me wipe my mic off.
I'm destroying your ass.
That's not the same thing, bro. You can't say Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford situation is not close to Manny Pacquiao.
Yes, I can.
Close. It's not close.
Yes, I can. It's exactly the same. 100% the same.
It's not the same. That's two different tax brackets. Niggas will take that 40% loss.
Oh yeah,
on, bro. What are you talking about?
Timo taking it.
Nah, that's different, bro. That's different. Them
How's it
niggas is
different?
making up to 20 and 30s and 40 millions. That 60-40 that don't make a difference.
Offered 30%. His got up.
That's not the
So why
same
is
thing,
Timo taking?
That's not the same thing, bro. It's not the same. I'm done screaming. That's not
What's
the
different?
same thing.
No, you've been done a long time ago.
It's not the same thing, bro. That's
Nigga,
not.
You've been done a long time ago.
Take my body back. I'm gonna have to reunite my bow.
I'm flicking the beans.
Reunite my bow with my sock.
I'm flicking the beans on the ceiling, nigga. You've been cooked.
I'm gonna have to reunite my bow with my sock. And that's not a body, blood. That's not near the same.
You might want to, bro. Listen, my nigga.
That's not the same shit.
I fuck with you heavy, King. Tell yourself
that's not the same shit, blood. That's why they have it. That's why I'm gonna tell you why it ain't the same. They having so many problems with this fight because if it was 60-40 and we was making 30 and 40 million, yeah, niggas would take that. But they only making like 5 or 10. Like niggas ain't trying to take that, blood. That ain't enough.
Okay. Well, Errol was.
No, he not. Because if he was, he would have took
he made the offer
instead of 60-40.
Errol Spence is the one that made the offer. Why isn't he?
He can't make. That's what I'm saying, blood.
That's the fuck he can make it.
Of course he goes 60-40.
Yes, he can make it.
But if he really wanted to fight, he would have said 50-50. Because he know that's how you make a fight.
Let's say 50-50.
What's wrong with 50-50 and then running it back?
Let's say it one more time. Let me say this one more time. Errol Spence told this weird ass nigga Bud to his face, I'm fighting Manny, I'm fighting Danny, I'm fighting Mikey, I'm fighting Keith.
Hey, all that's cool. We talking about
60-40.
I ain't talking about none of that no more.
Then he said,
talking about 60-40. I ain't talking about none of that. Nigga can't offer a 60-40. He don't have a better. He doesn't have a better boxing resume than Terrence Crawford.
Okay, so who on Terrence Bud Crawford resume beats Errol?
You're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
No, you're misunderstanding, nigga. You said this dude got a better resume.
I'm gonna look at the camera.
Beats him.
Listen, I'm gonna look at the camera and explain it to you.
Who beats Kell Brook?
Hold on, blood. If Errol Spence retired today, is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No, he's fucking not.
According to who?
He's a Hall of Famer before Bud?
According to who?
Is he a Hall of Famer before Bud?
According to who, nigga? You said he's not. According to who?
To boxing.
Who's
to
boxing?
the Hall of Fame.
He's a unified champion. He's a unified champion. Why not?
No, that's not what I'm asking. Is he a Hall of Fame? I'm gonna make the question more. I'm gonna make the question more detailed for you.
You can make it as detailed as you want.
Is Errol Spence? Will Errol Spence go into the Boxing Hall of Fame before Bud? Will Errol Spence go into the Boxing Hall of Fame before Bud?
That's not what you said, and we don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
It depends on who they retire.
That's what I'm asking.
He could, yes, he could.
No, he cannot.
Retires now, and Bud don't retire till next year.
No, he cannot.
In a higher class,
he cannot. That's a lie.
Really? So he won't be.
I asked if they retire today.
Errol Spence does not.
If Bud Crawford retired today, who going to the Hall of Fame first?
If depends on who retired to the first time.
I know depend. I said if they retire today, nigga.
What are you talking about?
All right, I'm gonna say it one more time because I know you don't want to answer.
You can say it 1,000 times.
Errol Spence.
You can say it 1,000 fucking times, nigga. That shit don't mean.
I'm gonna let you be done.
Retired. If Errol retired today, now are you talking about if they retire at the same time? Because you didn't say that. So what the fuck?
Errol Spence and Bud both retired today.
That's what you're now you're saying that. First. Now, what you're saying is if they retire today, who will remake the Hall of Fame first? Nigga, ask the fucking judges.
No, nigga. I'm asking you. We all know how you get to the Hall of Fame.
Nigga, I'm not a judge. I'm not a judge. Fuck you talking.
You don't want to answer. You haven't answered all my questions.
20 fucking losses. What are you
talking?
You
haven't answered my questions.
I've answered every fucking question. The fuck you talking about?
Because we both know that listen.
We don't both know shit. You don't know.
You're emotional. You're emotional. You're emotional. Calm down. You're emotional. You're emotional.
Nigga, no, this is me. All
You're
the time.
emotional. You're emotional. Calm down.
This is me all the time. I don't change for nobody. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Bring it back. Black Lives Matter.
I don't need to bring nothing back. This is me.
Calm down. Listen. If Errol Spence, I'll answer it for you. If Errol Spence,
no, you ain't answering nothing for me.
Errol Spence,
you ain't answering shit
Terrence
for me.
Crawford retired today. Terrence Crawford
you got
to the Hall of Fame.
Never could.
Has the better boxing resume. No matter how you put it, he's an undisputed champion.
No shit. You know you can't fuck with me, and this nigga can't fuck.
All right, blood. You see, that's what I'm saying.
None of you niggas can fuck with me.
Hey, listen, if Errol Spence and Dude retire today, due to their accolades, who going to the Hall of Fame first?
If he retired today, if
both of them retired today,
there is a panel.
Accolades. How many belts they won? What they did in boxing?
There is a fucking panel,
nigga. First,
dude. Let me say this again. There is a panel that votes these niggas in to the Hall of Fame. You have no fucking idea if they won't.
I do have an idea. I do.
No, the fuck you don't. You ain't on the panel, nigga.
I do, blood.
Nigga, you ain't on the fucking panel. Fuck you talking about.
I do. Listen.
No, you don't.
Very easy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I do. You're not. What I want you to do, my man. Since you like to look up shit.
I don't need to.
No, listen. Just do it. Look, listen. We getting bars back and forth. Why can't you just keep working? Because now we on that 60-40 shit. We on strictly 60-40 now.
Okay, we can stay on 60-40. You took it somewhere else. You've been talking. We talking about Errol Spence and Bud. So I'm explaining. Talk about Errol Spence and Bud.
40 don't matter. Why that doesn't add up? Why it's not facts? Why he can't call out a 60-40?
What is not facts?
He can't call out a 60-40 because he doesn't have better accolades.
He can call what the fuck he wants.
All right.
And if Bud wants to fight him,
listen. And if you don't anybody can do what they want. Anybody could do what they want.
That's right. You know if Bud wants to fight him, then he'll accept it or shut the fuck up.
Listen. But if Errol wanted to fight him, you would have called a 60-40.
If you said
you can say what you want to say, and I can say what I want to say. If he wanted to fight him, he wouldn't have called a 60-40.
You want to work with me? Be my mother Troy. You want to fuck with me? Fine. 60-40. Let's get it popping. And you say no, then you don't want me, nigga.
No. I could say it I could say it the opposite way too. You don't want me if you ain't trying to do it 50-50.
Okay,
I could say that.
Let's do this again. I'm already eating. I don't need you. I'm already eating.
I'm already eating too. I don't need you.
If you're eating and you don't need me, then shut the fuck up calling me out.
Hey.
Shut the fuck up.
Listen, you just said niggas
don't need me. Shut the fuck up calling my name. Stop chasing my name. If you don't need me, stop clout chasing my motherfucking name.
Hey, you just said niggas can do what they want. He can say what he wants.
Stop clout chasing my
fucking mad. He doing what he want to do.
Okay, good. Keep doing what you want to do. Stop clout chasing my fucking name.
He mad. Earl ain't trying to fight neither. He calling 60-40 split.
Clout chasing my fucking name.
He don't want to scrap, blood. He calling 60-40.
To your face what I'm doing. I told you to your face, not behind your back, not to your boys. I told you I'm fighting this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and then I'm coming to see you. Now, if you want to fuck up my plans, 60-40 or shut the fuck up.
He don't want to fight.
He don't want to fight. Then you're right. You're right. Bud
don't want to fight.
You're right. Bud don't want to fight. You're right.
Earl don't want to fight.
Because if Bud did want to fight,
he didn't. Earl don't want to fight neither.
Oh yeah. Why doesn't Earl want to fight?
Earl don't want to fight because he called it 60-40.
He called it 60-40. But
that's called pricing yourself out.
He could have said 70-30. He could have said
pricing yourself out.
He could have said 70-30, nigga.
Priced himself out.
He priced himself out.
Yup. Your one pay-per-view don't match up against me being a lightweight champion, and I went overseas before you did.
So against Ricky fucking Burns, a fucking bum.
Don't matter. I did it before you did it. Right? That's what they said about Beyonce.
You went overseas to fight a fucking bum.
Hey Beyonce,
Ricky Burns, a fucking new guy. This nigga Ricky Burns is a
Beyonce
right now.
My man emotional on here, Beyonce. Shout out to you, Black is King. Hey, Beyonce did it first. He fought. He went over. Listen, for all the shit you said, Errol did.
What did Beyonce do?
Hey, she did everything first.
Beyonce did everything first. Okay,
that's me.
Well, tell Bud to pull his fucking panties up.
Bud went to overseas first. That's fact.
I don't give a fuck. He went overseas and fought a fucking bum.
Emotional.
He went overseas and fought a fucking bum.
He fought a fucking champion, blood. I can't. Listen.
And Kell Brook was the #1 ranked welterweight in the world.
I can't. It don't matter.
It does matter.
Champion, blood.
What was Ricky Burns?
Ricky Burns was the champion. That's how Terrence Crawford got the belt.
Ricky Burns was a fucking bum.
Was he a champion?
He was a fucking bum.
Was he a champion?
A bum.
Was he a champion?
Was Kell Brook?
Was he a champion?
Was Kell Brook?
Kell Brook ain't want to fight. He a bum too then.
What's Kell Brook?
Kell Brook is a bum.
Okay, good. Then why is Bud trying to fight him?
He ain't. He not trying to fight him.
We're in negotiations right now. Fuck you talking about?
Okay, well, so is Danny Garcia.
So Cal Brook is a bum. So Bud is trying to fight a bum.
Yeah. And Errol Spence fought Ocampo too. That's a bum.
Ocampo was his mandatory.
That's a bum. That's a bum.
Mandatory.
And he wasn't even in the top 10. They made him go in the top 10.
Okay, so they made him go in the top 10.
He wasn't in the top 10. He wasn't in the top 10 before they fought. They moved him up in the rankings. That's a fact.
Right, cool.
They said it on TV.
Cool.
They said it. They said it during the telecast.
Glad you say that.
They said it during the telecast. Ocampo wasn't even in the top 10 when Earl fought the man. They moved him up in the WBC and made him fighting. Since you was talking about rankings, you see how this shit just keep coming back. You're emotional. Terrence Crawford went overseas first.
I am emotional. You're right. I am. So he fought him in 2018.
He wasn't in the top 10. Listen, we don't even have to discuss that because if you go back and watch the fight, they said he wasn't even in the rankings. They moved him up.
I'm very emotional. Always emotional.
No, go to El Campos. Just the same shit you said about Castillo Clayton. Who did El Campo fight to get in the top 10?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, blood.
There's Ocampo.
I'm on here just to be real about this shit.
There's Ocampo right there. There's Ocampo right there.
Listen, before he fought Earl,
no, there is Ocampo. No, that's when he fought him. That's after he fought him. That's after he fought him. I'm gonna go back.
Listen, before he fought him, he wasn't even.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do that. Don't you worry, because this is after he fought him. Now let's go back to before he fought him.
Damn, what is this site on, blood? Because I never knew about this.
You might want to look these up because you can't fuck with.
I don't look this shit up, but this shit pretty hard. How you can?
You might want to look him up. There he is. There's Carlos Ocampo right there.
Hey, they moved him up in there, bro. They said it during the telecast.
Okay, cool. That's before he fought. That's right before he fought him.
I know, because they moved him up in the IBF.
Yeah, all right, fool. That was May. Let's look at April. Oh, there he is in April. That's 2 months before he fought. That's 2 months. That's 2 months. Let's keep going.
Hey, blood, it take more than 2 months.
Let's look at February. No, let's look at March.
More than 2 months to make a fight.
Okay, cool. Here's March.
Yeah, they strategic with the shit.
Cool, let's go to March.
Money in the game of boxing,
there
bro.
he is in March. That's March.
Hey, go back last year. See where he was at last year.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to November. Hold on a second. Let's look at Ocampo. Let's look at him right quick.
Yeah, go to Ocampo, blood, because I'm trying to tell you what the telecast said. The telecast said he wasn't even in the top 10, blood.
I don't give a fuck what the telecast says.
Hey, I know you don't.
I don't. I look at the facts and the rankings. I don't care what people tell me. Okay, so let's fought this guy in November. Dario Furman in November 2017. So let's go to 2017 November. Let's go to 2017. Let's do that. Let's go to October 2017.
What year did he fight, cousin?
I be goddamn.
Hey, what year did he fight?
Nigga, you can't fuck with me.
Hey, I'm telling you what the telecast said, bud. He wasn't in it. Yes, he's in there now.
That year. You can't fuck with me.
No, bro. The telecast, he wasn't in the top 10 because the telecast said
that's your problem.
And every nigga know that.
And stop listening to other niggas and
Hey, I don't give a fuck about them other niggas.
You clearly do, because you listen.
No, just like you said about Castillo Clayton. You said he wasn't even nowhere near to be found. So he shouldn't get a fight.
And he wasn't, nigga.
You're emotional. The telecast wasn't in the top.
Always like that. Yes, I am emotional.
The rankings are biased, and it proves it. The rankings are biased, and this shit proves it.
I'm always this way, nigga. And
listen, you're emotional, and the rankings are biased.
To everybody.
We cannot go on the rankings anymore. The rankings are biased.
The rankings are biased. Nigga,
the simple fact that a nigga's trying to sue the rankings.
The rankings are biased. All right, cool. So let's go back a little bit farther then. Let's go back. Because this is 2017 October. Let's go to, let's say May. Let's go to May. Let's see where Ocampo was at in May. I wonder if he was ranked. I'll be goddamn. This nigga.
Hey, I got one for you too, man. Hold on.
In May, fucking body bag, nigga. You can't with me at all, ever in your life.
Hold on. Don't get off yet. Just chill.
Get off where? I ain't going nowhere. What you talking about?
Hold on, blood. Just relax.
I'm enjoying this meal. How far you want me to go back? You can't fuck with me at all, ever.
Hold on, blood.
Undefeated mandatory challenger Carlos Frisco, Ford Center, Errol Spence Jr.'s childhood dream has come true. He is defending his claim to the 147-pound crown and is expected to take care of business here tonight against a man who, according to the odds makers and anyone you ask, is
Listen as long as you want.
Hold on.
You ain't got to worry about me. Don't worry about me, nigga. When you hear it, pause it and rewind it. Just like I'm going through these rankings right now. Pause it and rewind it. I don't give a fuck what they say. Here's the rankings right here.
According to the odds makers and anyone you ask.
got him to number 3, though some wonder because he hasn't fought a top 20 fighter, but this is his opportunity to make something happen. Early in the fight,
he got to number 3 by not fighting a top 20 fighter. And the rankings are not biased. So that's what you're saying.
He got to number 3.
Hey.
I never said the rankings are biased.
Hey.
I never one time said the rankings are not biased. And as a matter of fact, if you fucking watched me before you tried to come in here and get this fucking work, then you know I made a whole video putting out
You're emotional.
How they should be.
You're emotional. Because everything I said about how they do the rankings, that proves it. Everything I said about the rankings, that proves it right there. That little snippet.
Shit.
He didn't even fight a top 20 nigga, and he in the top rankings. That's why Castillo Clayton was in the top 3.
What top guy did Green Beans beat? What top?
Hold on. He didn't have to beat nobody because, as you can see,
then why didn't Ocampo? If Green
that proves my point, blood. That is not a body. You don't get a body for that. That proves my point right there. See, that's not That's not a body. I just prove. You need to play it again. Hold on, I'll play it again.
You can play it as much as you want. Are you looking at the screen? You can play it as much as you want. I don't give a fuck. Look at the fucking screen, and I will say it again. If Ocampo was moved into the rankings, what the fuck was Green Beans? You said Green Beans didn't have to fight a top fighter. What fucking sense do you make?
Hold on, blood. Hold on. The announcers is going in. Let them talk.
Who gives a fuck?
Hold on. Just let them go in real quick.
Let the announcers go. So it's up to the announcers, right?
Hold on. Just let them go.
It's up to the announcers.
Why you just can't let them say they shit, though?
What are they saying?
Can you hear it?
What are the announcers saying?
I'm about to play it. But you talking over it.
That he didn't fight a what? That he didn't fight a top 20?
I just want them to hear it.
That he didn't fight a top 20.
Just can they say it though?
Sure, say it.
He's defending his claim. He's expected to take care of business tonight. And according to the odds makers.
There's a reason we fight. Right, Bftb plays a mandatory challenge with the IBF. Got him to number 3, though some wonder because he hasn't fought a top 20 fighter, but this is his opportunity to make something happen. Early in the fight, he said he wants to try to control the distance with Errol Spence. We'll see if he can do that.
All right. Now that we got past that, they literally just said that the IBF got him to top 3. At that time,
no, they didn't.
Number 1.
No, they didn't. No, they did not say that. They did not say the IBF.
Let them say it.
They did not say that. You are a damn lie. I listened to it. They did not say that. Fuck you talking about?
I let them say it.
Then let them say it. And you don't make it up because that's not.
Let them say it one more time.
Let them say it as many times as you want.
Can you hear that?
I hear it just fine.
According to the odds makers and anyone you ask is grossly overmatched. But there's a reason we fight. Right, Bftb plays a mandatory challenge with the IBF. Got him to number 3. Some wonder because he hasn't fought a top 20.
The IBF got him to number 3, but some wonder. That's what he said, blood. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
He's saying that. Now I'm gonna go back again. I'm gonna let you finish.
Did the WBO did Green Beans beat the WBO for them to get him to number 1? Which top 20 did he beat? Which one of these? Which top 20 did Green Beans beat to get to number 1?
Hey, y'all see how on here how that shit biased? You
How
see
is
that?
What's
Egas
biased?
didn't fight a top 20 nigga neither.
What the fuck you talking about, nigga? What you talking about then?
But Egas is an Olympian and he undefeated and he's better than Ocampo. He's an Olympian.
Wow.
Ocampo is not.
Wow. So
He's a Lithuanian Olympian, actually. Actually, all y'all know a nigga named Levan Gramajava.
Do you know who
Wolf.
this guy is, right?
Wolf used to fight on PBC.
Do you
Wolf
know
was
who
gonna be
that
an
guy
Olympian?
is right there?
Wolf used to be on PBC. Wolf was almost an Olympian, but he lost to Egas Kavalovskis in the amateurs.
I don't give a fuck who
Egas went to the Olympics. I wouldn't fight Ocampo. I don't give a hell if he was number one for you.
Bud home. The reason why Bud did not go to the Olympics is a man named Ray Robinson. That's the reason. The reason why
We're not
Bud
talking about Ray. We're talking about 60-40.
Robinson. That's the
Listen,
reason.
we just heard him. The IBF.
Video about this weird ass Ocampo. He was undefeated too. Fuck you talking about? Now you want to go back to 60-40? Don't try.
Hey, we're going 60-40, and then we're talking nothing but Bud and Errol. We talking both their careers.
Bud and Errol. Ocampo is not Bud and Errol. If Green Beans is not Bud and Errol, then neither is Ocampo. Don't bring him up then, because you brought him up and tried to throw him out. Oh well, Jay is making number.
I was trying to talk about 60-40, and you wanted to talk about
Ocampo. You went
on your channel, blood. You talking about
60-40, nigga? Fuck you talking about?
The rankings, blood. The rankings, blood.
Okay, then, if the rankings, then don't tell me you're talking about 60-40. Because
hold on.
Rankings.
Hold on. I'm gonna say it one more time. Errol could say whatever he wants. He can call out as many. He could say 80-20. He can't call out shit because he don't have the better accolades.
Then
if they both retired today,
hold on,
blood.
If contact your nigga and tell him to shut the fuck up about calling.
If they both retired, you just screaming
for him.
Listen,
Tell him to
if
shut
they
the
both
fuck
retired
up
today,
and line like Errol told me.
I just want to get this last piece out, blood. You can have it after that. I'm willing to let you cook. I'm gonna let you body. I just want to get this out.
You don't let me nothing. I already did it. I'm
gonna get this out because then when niggas really hear it, that's if you let them let me hear it. Bud and Earl is a 50-50 fight because they both had Bud and Earl was a 50-50 fight when Bud was asked to fight Earl because Bud had a WBO.
You're not the fighters. Your motherfucking say of whether it's 50-50 don't mean shit. It is Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. That is it. Your say means nothing. And Errol Spence said, if you want to fuck up my plans of who I'm fighting, it's 60-40. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and take your punk ass to the sidelines and fight fucking bums until I get ready.
All right.
And then I'm going to...
Bud and Errol said they wanted to fight 50-50. Bud said 50. Errol said 60-40. Bud said 50-50.
No. Bud countered with 50-50. Errol said... If he want to fight, we could do a 60-40. Let's get it popping.
All right.
And then they interviewed Bud, and Bud said it's 50-50 or no fight.
Okay.
No, there's no okay. That's what it is.
Okay, he said that. I'm agreeing. Okay. Now can I talk? Or you just want to be all right. Back when Earl had a belt, he had the IBF, he hadn't fought Sean yet. Bud had the WBO. Earl had a belt. Bud had one belt each. Earl did decent pay-per-view numbers, and he was an Olympian. Bud was a 35-pound champion, an undisputed 40-pound champion, and a 47-pound champion. Bud asking 50-50 is that's fair, bro.
Bud didn't ask for 50-50. Bud didn't ask for nothing. Bud said, I want to fight.
Did he counter with the 50-50?
Not at the time that you said.
Well, the counter was the ask.
The counter was after the time.
The counter was the ask.
When you said it. No, you listen, nigga. You trying to combine shit. That's not the same.
Spence is saying that he wants 60-40 off rip. That's the number he had in his head.
No, that's not the same. You combining times that didn't happen. You're combining times. Errol Spence. All
right, bro. You just don't want to admit it.
No, you don't listen because you don't know your time.
Errol Spence
already beat Mikey.
Errol Spence
don't want
to admit it is good. I'm gonna say it one more time, blood.
No, I don't care.
Had one belt. Earl had a belt. Blood had both Bloods had a belt. Both good Kings had a belt. Earl did some shit.
Timelines are fucked up.
Bud did some shit. Earl did some shit. On a pro level, Bud did more as far as championships and weight classes. Earl did something as far as pay-per-view numbers and having an IBF.
No, pay-per-view
and being an Olympian.
Total views and being an Olympian and having more people coming to his fights. All that shit.
That's fine, but he didn't go at that time. Bud had already went overseas first, and then
don't care.
He did it.
They all
listen, blood.
What did that mean? And what did that mean?
Is a 50-50 fight.
Earl going priced himself out. What does it mean?
Earl priced himself out, blood. That's
what is the point? Going overseas.
Listen, it's what any other fighter would try to do if they really don't want to work.
Overseas.
They say 60, hey, we could fight, but it's gonna be 60-40.
Going overseas means what?
So why is Kell Brook get credit? Why you giving credit for Kell Brook?
Overseas means what?
That means you stepped outside of your own comfort zone and got some work.
Okay, cool.
You went against the biased judges overseas. Because you know them niggas be cheating.
Bring you views. What is the point of going overseas? What does it give you? What does it do for you?
Hey, it got him a belt for at 135. It got him a belt at 135.
Does it bring your fan base up?
He got him a belt at 135.
Does it get you more money?
It's no different from when Earl did it.
Does it get you more money? Does it bring your fan base up?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Thank you for finally fucking answering the question. So
yes, it does. But we talking about this 40, and I'm comparing Earl. I ain't talking about going overseas and all of that. We stand on this 60-40 shit.
All I'm talking about is 60-40.
Yeah. So if Earl went overseas first, and Bud went overseas first, and then Earl went overseas, and I'm a multi-division champion, how do you think you can get 60-40? That's what I'm asking.
Make sure that Bud gets views and Bud gets a big payday because he went overseas and fought Ricky Burns.
That's fine.
When Errol went over and fought Kell Brook.
That's fine.
You would expect that their drawing power be on the same level because they both went overseas to fight a champion. They both went overseas, got a belt, and brought it back. Facts.
That has nothing to do with the market in America, blood.
Okay. Didn't we just agree that getting a fight overseas brings up your value and gets you views? Didn't we just say that?
If that's the case, then why Terrence Crawford only got 50,000 buys then?
Did we just say that?
If that's the case, then why did Terrence Crawford only got 50,000 buys? We discussed that already.
Because he ain't a fucking draw, nigga. That's why.
We discussed that already.
Which
ain't no real black fighters to draw.
60 fucking,
ain't no black fighters to draw for real.
He's not Adrian Broner. Which is the reason
why Adrian Broner is the only black fighter that actually was a draw for real.
He is not a draw, nigga.
We're talking about you can't get a 60-40, blood. You gotta get 50-50.
Nigga, I don't know.
He priced himself out, blood. He priced himself out.
What the fuck you're talking about?
Can you just say he priced himself out?
Don't be selling out shit.
You can't say he priced this. He didn't sell out Dallas Cowboys Stadium, bro.
Don't sell out shit.
He didn't sell out Dallas Cowboys.
Pay-per-views are nowhere near.
Hey, he didn't sell out the Cowboys Arena, bro.
Are nowhere near.
He didn't sell out the Cowboys Arena.
There is nothing. There is no money that Bud Crawford does that is nowhere near Errol Spence's. Nowhere near. But you're telling me because of some other shit that this man should get 50-50 when it comes to money. When this nigga don't bring in
skills pay the bills, blood. You heard, boy.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not how it works. It does not work that way.
It does work that way. Skills pay the bills. They would never say it.
Because if skills pay the bills, then who the fuck is Bud Crawford fighting to show his skills?
He's been fighting. He fought Rick. He's a 3-time division champion and an undisputed welterweight.
Like I asked you before,
is Errol undisputed?
Answered. Who
is Errol undisputed?
Bud Crawford's resume.
Is Errol undisputed?
Errol Spence in any weight class.
Yeah, Bud Crawford's resume is so much better than Errol Spence's. It's crazy.
Bud Crawford's resume. Who beats Errol Spence in any weight class.
No, you can't say that because he fought at 35, bro.
On Bud Crawford's resume.
Hey, I ain't talking about weight class. See, you trying to
Errol
deflect. I ain't
Spence
talking about weight class. You
weight
almost
class.
got
You said a better resume.
talking about 60-40.
You
He
said
priced
he has a
himself
better
out.
resume.
Tell me why he pricing himself out.
Bud Crawford's resume. He priced himself out in any weight class.
He priced himself out.
I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better.
Out.
On Bud Crawford's
Listen, bro.
Sean Porter in any weight class.
My point with the rankings about Castillo Clayton
on Bud Crawford's resume. Beats in any weight class.
Hey, can we rewind the tape real quick?
He demolishes every fucking one of them. So don't tell me.
Can we rewind the tape real quick?
Resume in Bud Crawford. Get the fuck.
Rewind the tape.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Can we rewind the tape?
You can rewind it as much as you want.
Remember, you said that
there is no one
Clayton went in the number one ranking, right?
Fucking Errol Spence.
Hey, hold on, bud. You said Castillo Clayton wasn't in the number one ranking.
There is no one on Bud Crawford's resume that will beat Porter, and there fuck around and won't be no one on his resume that'll beat Danny Garcia.
You still going?
No one.
All right. You thought you had a point with the Castillo Clayton.
I didn't think shit.
The IBF move niggas up and down in the rankings when they haven't even did shit. So that proves the Castillo Clayton shit
was ranked a year before. Hold up, bro. I showed you where it was ranked a year before. A year before. A year.
Hey, they just told you they moved him up.
Okay, so I will ask you again, nigga. I'll ask you again.
They moved him up without fighting the top.
Moved up Green Beans. What top 20 fighter did he fight?
I told you why he get a pass. He was an Olympian. I keep saying the same shit. I said it earlier in the chat. Olympians get first dibs. I said that.
Nigga, this is his fucking. What fight is this? That ain't his fucking first fight. The fuck you talking about? That's not his first fight.
You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. He don't get first dibs as first fight. He gets first dibs when he's in the ranking.
What do you mean first dibs?
He get first dibs when he move up in the rankings and become number one. Hey, hold on, blood. I'm an Olympian. These niggas don't go over me.
He gets
what I can do. I'm fine. I get to work first. G.
Hey, Robinson,
y'all niggas gotta wait. Whether or not I get to work first. Hey, blood. I'm talking. Hey, I get to work first.
You didn't beat Ray Robinson.
I'm Egus right now. I'm Egus Kavalauskas. Let me show you what he said to Bob. Let me show you what Egus said to Bob. Hey, blood, I'm an Eastern European. I'm gonna show you what Egus said. I'm an Eastern European, blood. I get to work first. I'm an Olympian. These niggas don't work. I've been in the top. I've been in the top of the rankings for years. Just how you win all them years, you seen Egus in the top.
Let's just see.
We just explained to you. They just explained to you on the thing that the IBF move Ocampo up without fighting the top 20. And we don't even know if he's an Olympian. So I ain't even gonna say he could be an Olympian. So that's why he got the fight. But if he wasn't, he shouldn't have got it. That's what I'm telling you, blood.
I just keep, hey, yo, here your boy, bro. Here your boy. Look, Crouton Clayton's number one. Here he is.
When was that?
It was 2018.
Why they got him on a female? Canada, number one?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So he was number one in 2018.
I told you, blood. I'm not trying to lie to you. I'm just saying.
So no, hold on. So your boy Crouton Clays is number one, right? So why didn't Bud fight him?
He number one, blood.
So why didn't Bud fight him?
That's why I said that. I said he was in number one in all the joints. I said Bud wasn't fighting.
No, he wasn't. Just this one.
Which one is this? What ranking is this?
WBO.
And that's why I'm asking, blood.
That's
what I'm saying. Like,
no. That's not what you're saying. Because you just no. That's not what you said. Because you just discredited Ocampo for being moved up.
I did because he didn't fight no top nigga.
So who did Green Beans fight to get Bud? Why didn't Crouton Clayton?
You want me to say it again? He was an Olympian. He get first dibs when he get the ranking.
But he had a draw. Crouton Clayton didn't have a draw.
It doesn't matter if you have a draw. You are an Olympian. You get first dibs once you become number one. That's it.
So then what you're telling me is it's A-OK.
These niggas been right. Listen, as y'all can see, y'all, I wasn't capping. As you can see, I wasn't capping. I'm just trying to tell you.
No, you're not. You're not
capping. Somewhere and some number one. So was that a body, blood?
You're not capping on this one.
Was that a body?
You're not capping on this one. Not this one.
Yeah, I never was.
You got body. Yeah, yes, the fuck you was. You got a body.
I never was.
You get
All I
body in this.
did, all I've been saying the whole chat is these two niggas.
You did not get bodied in this one.
And
you
then
got bodied in everything else. You did not get bodied in this.
But he was also in the top 10 in the other rankings, and the top 5.
Let me say it again. Let me say it one more time. I get it. I get it. You feel like you won something. Let me say it again.
No, I didn't feel like I won anything.
Not get bodied in
not a contest. Was winning if you got in the ring with me and got some work. This ain't nothing to me,
everything else.
We just going over boxing, getting sharper.
Let me say it again.
This ain't shit to me, blood. I actually fight. I do everything else. Everything. I know y'all niggas get happy when y'all win.
You didn't get bodied.
Win for me, blood. I actually used to get real work with niggas.
I don't care if you get real work, nigga. You getting really work today.
No, I'm not, because it just proved the fact. Hold on, let me take that. Because that goes for the fact of what I was saying.
You literally just said that they moved Ocampo up. They moved him up.
No, I didn't say that. They said that.
They moved Ocampo up. I showed you a full year of this nigga being ranked number 3, a full year.
Hey, they moved him up in the ranks. You heard what
discredited Errol Spence.
They moved him up. They moved him up, blood. It don't matter if it was a year.
Like this. You discredited Errol Spence. You discredited Errol Spence for fighting Ocampo. You discredited him. And you won't discredit Green Beans because you keep talking about this weird-ass Olympian when he fought to a draw. The fight where he fought Ray Robinson was a draw. That fight was for the Mando. Crouton Clayton did not lose. He didn't lose. So what they should have did is had Crouton Clayton's versus Green Beans for the Mando. That's not what they did. They moved Green Beans up. Same way you talking about they moved up Ocampo. So if it's good for one, then it's good for the other. Don't try to tell me that they moved up Ocampo and that's the reason why, Bud is, Arrow's fighting bums and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Plain and simple, they both got moved up. Both of them. And during the fight where Bud fought Green Beans and when EJ fought Ocampo, more people watched EJ fight Ocampo than Bud versus Green Beans. And that's not a debate.
You for real. I don't know. I don't think I did. Because you right here, you said Castillo Clayton was never in nobody's top 1 or nothing. That goes to show he was. Then when we go on the WBO, when we go on the Errol Spence, hold on. I'll let you get your body work in. It's my turn. You said that Castillo Clayton was in nobody's 1. That shows he was. Then
I put it up there, and I put it there.
That wasn't a body. Then you said that talking about the ranking,
and I told you it wasn't.
Listen, you said he wasn't. This proves he was.
And I put it up there.
All right, then. So that's not a body. So you didn't.
And I told you it wasn't. Fuck you talking about?
Second.
What you talking about? I told you it wasn't.
You told me what wasn't?
I told you it wasn't a body.
Oh, all right. So next, for the simple fact that they moving niggas up and listen, you just heard what this man said about the IBF. Now, if the WBO is doing the same shit, then I don't want to hear shit about no rankings, blood. That's why I said that.
Okay, if you don't want to hear about the rankings,
and on top of that,
then don't talk about the rankings.
Blood.
Then don't talk about the rankings. Don't talk about them.
Hey, blood, hold on. Hey, we had a great time today, my nigga. I'm gonna call you.
You got the number?
I got the number because where you from, bro? I need to know where you from.
I'm from Jersey, but I'm in Texas right now.
You from where?
I'm from Jersey.
Man, come on, blood. You from Jersey acting like this? You done went to Texas and became one of them niggas?
Acting like what?
Where are you from in Jersey, blood?
I'm from Atlantic City.
Atlantic City, blood? Come on, bro. I expect more of you than this, son.
Expect more of what?
Come
Facts?
on, bro.
So you don't
Like,
want facts?
come to Texas and start doing this shit.
Fuck you talking about, nigga? What you mean?
No wonder we get along so well. I get along with all East Coast niggas.
Okay, well, I mean,
Hey,
as long
bud, you should be ashamed of yourself for acting like this on the live, bro.
what the
Not
fuck
keeping
you
it
talking
100,
about?
blood.
What you talking about, nigga? What you mean?
Not keeping it 100, blood. You ain't keep it 100 on this live.
What didn't I keep 100?
You first you said Castillo wasn't in the top 5. You was wrong.
And then I showed you that he was, and I
Admit you
told
was
you
wrong.
about it.
Say you was wrong.
And I showed you he was
No,
there.
say you was wrong, nigga. Say you was wrong.
Say I was wrong.
Yeah. You
For
said
what?
Castillo Clayton went in the top 8.
And I
top
showed you
ever.
he was, and I told you it wasn't a body.
Now say I was wrong about that.
Nigga, I ain't saying shit. Fuck is wrong
All
with
right,
you?
then. But
When you
body
say you was wrong about
body,
everything else, I'll say that. When you say you was wrong about everything else, I'll say that.
What, babe?
Oh, now you want to talk to Shorty now?
No, come here, babe. Come here. Hey, blood, I'm getting married. I'm getting married in a couple weeks. My wife from Pakistan. I'm about to go to Pakistan, blood, and get married. I just took my shahada. I'm Muslim all the way through. You know what I mean?
Congratulations to you and the queen.
So, you know, I got clients hitting me like
when you say you was wrong about all that, I'll say it.
I was wrong, blood. But
I was wrong.
As you can see.
Then I wasn't wrong then. If you wasn't wrong, then I wasn't wrong. It's very simple.
You was wrong about Castillo because he was number 1. We just seen it.
And he was. And Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua was a 60-40 split that Wilder won it.
No. We're not talking about that. You're talking about
Pacquiao versus
Floyd Mayweather. We ain't talking about all lives matter.
Here we go. Let's go ahead and do this like this. And Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao was a 60-40. Teofimo versus Vasyl Lomachenko is probably 60-40 now. I could keep going on. Mike Tyson got more than fucking Lennox Lewis. I could go on that one. I could keep going. There's a plenty more I can keep doing. I can keep going. So if you want to tell me that you were not wrong, is that what you want to tell me? Oh, I wasn't wrong. Okay, then neither was I. We can do the same shit. The only problem is I have a lot of facts. You only have one.
About Castillo Clayton being number 1.
Okay, let me say this again. Let's do this again. Let's do this one more time. One more time, y'all. One more time. I showed this nigga that Crouton Clayton's was number 1. I showed him. I told him that was not a body. I told him. That ain't good enough for him. But he wants to say that Errol can't say 60-40. He never told me why he can't. Oh, because Bud's got more accolades. Okay. Manny Pacquiao has more accolades than Floyd Mayweather. But that's different. But that's different. Teofimo Lopez does not have as many accolades as Lomachenko. But that's different. That's different. Anthony Joshua had more belts than Deontay Wilder. But that's different. Don't want to talk about that. You don't want to bring that up at all. But because Crouton Clayton's was number 1, that's your entire existence. Well, if that helps you sleep at night, my nigga, get a good rest. Get a good rest. You can't fuck with me. Ever in your life, you can't fuck with me. If Crouton Clayton's is your savior, sleep well, my nigga. Sleep well. This nigga came on here talking about how Terrence Bud Crawford don't have to fight no one. He can sit back and wait for Errol Spence and then get 50-50. This nigga told me that Usyk gets 50-50 with Anthony Joshua. This nigga told me that. This nigga right here. He's a boxer. He has box. He has a box rec. This nigga right here, a boxer who has a box rec, told me that Usyk gets 50-50 with Anthony Joshua. This nigga said that. There isn't a nigga alive, not even Usyk, that's going to say, I'm getting 50-50. There isn't one nigga alive, not even Usyk, that's going to say Usyk versus Joshua is 50-50. Not one. But this nigga wants to rely on Crouton Clayton. And let me doing, like my boy does. I'm so mean with it. I'm gonna take his shit and do a whole nother scheme with it. If Crouton Clayton's was number one, why the fuck was Green Beans fighting? Because this nigga said number one makes you the mandatory. I know y'all didn't forget that. I know you didn't forget that. This nigga right here said being the number one makes you the mandatory. That nigga said that. That nigga right there. He said being number one. So if Crouton Clayton's, who is still undefeated, was number one in WBO at that time, which he was, which I showed y'all, how in the fuck did Green Beans become the mandatory? You can't fuck with me, homie. And I got no beef, bro. I got no beef with this dude. No beef. A hard recoil. Recoil this dick, faggot. Recoil his dick. Then pass it to your wife. Let your wife recoil on this dick. You got a daughter? Pass it to her too. Let your daughter recoil on this dick. When she finish and your wife finish, give it to your mom. Let your mom recoil on this dick. Hard. She got a sister? Give it to her. Let your auntie recoil on this dick. Hard. You can't fuck with me. You don't know anybody that can fuck with me. You don't. And if you want to go off of Crouton Clayton's, congratulations. Get some good sleep. Nigga, I roasted your weird ass for 3 hours straight. No shade to my brother Troy. I got no beef with him. No beef. I roasted you for 3 hours straight. 3 hours straight. I roasted you for 3 hours. And then, off of Crouton Clayton's, I killed you again. Using your argument twice. Because your argument was the number one makes you the mandatory. That was your argument. Was Crouton Clayton's number one? Yes, he was. Yes. So then, according to you, he should have been the mandatory, right? I mean, now correct me if I'm wrong, but Green Beans wasn't undisputed at 140 and moved up to jump over Crouton Clayton. Oh, he dipped out, Jupiter. He dipped out. But I fuck with him, though. I fuck with Troy. I fuck with Troy. He's just a bud dick rider, though. But I fuck with Troy. Bizardi bag. Body bags. Now, in all fairness, I was playing with the zipper. I killed this nigga, put him in the bag, zipping it up and zipping it down. And he picked his head up and said, Crouton Clayton. Okay. Now let me just zip it all the way up and make sure you don't put your head out again. Crouton Clayton's cool. Pick your head up, show Crouton Clayton. Now let me zip this shit back up. Tuck your chin in so I don't catch your chin hairs. Tuck your chin in. Let me zip it back up. If Crouton Clayton's was number one, according to you, he should be fighting Bud. He didn't lose. But you'll prefer green beans over Ray Robinson because green beans was an Olympian. But Ray Robinson made Bud not be an Olympian. Ray Robinson sent Bud home. Listen, I totally understand the whole shit. Totally understand. Yes, Roderick, he wouldn't stay. So now I'm going to zip it completely. Completely. On strictly crouton. Strictly crouton Claytons. And then I'm going to wrap this up. Crouton Claytons, who was number one in WBO, nowhere else. He said he was number one everywhere. He's a damn liar. He was number one in the WBO. That's it. This nigga went from number one in the WBO to 12 without losing. But he talks about Ocampo, who was number 3 for years. Years. I showed y'all. I showed you. But he shits on Ocampo. I showed y'all that this man was number 3. There was no number 1 and there was number 2. He was number 3 for years. I showed y'all. Green beans. Green beans. The fight with him and Ray Robinson was for the mandatory. He didn't even make it that because he had a draw, which means they should have fought a rematch, correct? A rematch. So that we can get a definitive winner for the mandatory. But it shouldn't have even been the mandatory because Crouton Clayton's, according to him, was number 1. This was bad, bro. This was bad. Shout out to the GOAT. Shout out to the GOAT. This was bad, bro. No, he didn't do better than Best of the Best, Mr. Shelton. No, he didn't. He did not. See, I allowed that because I don't have a beef with Troy. He a good dude. He just a blood dick rider. He a good dude, though. I don't like Best of the Best. I do not like that bitch ass nigga. Which is the reason why his was a complete destruction. I fuck with Troy. I got no beef with Troy. This was bad, though. All right, this was bad, just so y'all understand it. This was not good for Troy. I want y'all to understand what he is relying on, what he is laying his head on the pillow. Crouton Clayton. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. Not Danny Garcia. Not Jerome Boots Ennis. Not Speedy Rashidi Ellis. Not Ugas. Not Mikey. None of them. He is sleeping at night on Crouton Clayton. Remember that. And then I bodied him on croutons. Bro, you can't fuck with me, bro. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. You just can't. I give y'all the benefit of the doubt, specifically this nigga, because I fuck with Troy. I've been watching Troy for a long time. Real shit, I've been watching him for a long time. When he was on Ego shit, and I used to watch Ego every day. So I fuck with Troy. But at the end of the day, nigga, you was body bagged. Badly. Bftb. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out.
Past is the past, you know. It's a new day, bro. My day. You gotta do it now.
Gotta stay on my grind, 'cause it's my time. My time. If you with me, let me hear you say.
This is what we've been waiting for right here, y'all. This moment right here. It's my time. Come on. No, so.
It's my time. man.